Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and that of course means we're tuning in once again to our favourite game of all time, at least for now. It is indeed Warframe. Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Hello there. There's too many names for me to read today, quite frankly. There are far too many names for me to read. The chat scroll has gone so far, I think we're already losing some messages off the top, at least on my end. So, hello everyone. How is everyone doing today?
Did you really expected a love message? No, hydrate you grubbers.
Korokop, thank you very much to Hydrate Redemption, I did see that as well, and thank you very much for resubscribing now to 6 months. Korokop, my dude, enjoy your lovely golden badge, you're all the way up there. Absolutely. Just a quick reminder to everyone who is new into the chat here, the chat is entirely English only, please, so if I do see you typing in anything other than English, you will get timed out. That's pure and simple. There's too many people chatting to go through one by one, removing messages, so if it's not English, from this point on, it will just be timed out, because we can only moderate in English. I learned one language. Sorry about that. And if you're wondering about the football, I don't watch football, so ask someone else. Welcome in though, everyone. Welcome on in. Now, I see it. Pretty much everyone has already found themselves a ticket button. I'll leave you guys that. If you don't know what's on about other with that, then exclamation mark raffle for that information. Likewise, we have got drops active across the entire category at the moment, thanks to DE. So there is something for everyone today on top of the stream, which is always for everyone. Welcome in all the same. Now, I saw Zom, you said you managed to farm out Baruuk. I know a few people are already on to farming on that as well. I did manage to get hold of the pieces eventually, so let's just claim those real quickly. And I suppose I gotta build them now, haven't I? I suppose I gotta actually construct that one. Now, do I wait 3 days for Baruuk Prime to build? No, I don't. Of course I don't. Of course I'm not waiting for that to build. So we've got that one there. We'll get that up into the arsenal. But first things first, we actually need to get on with the sortie, because that's how we start off every single stream here of Warframe. Low for Fun saying, yo, the engineer, when will we be able to get the shores in? The shores in drop happened. It's gone. That's completely gone, Low for Fun. You missed that one. That was last week. You've completely missed that one. Also, I saw your attempt to get 999 tickets. Yeah, no. You weren't outsmarting anyone with that one. You weren't outsmarting anyone with that one. Alright, let me just make sure I've got an actual build on this. Yep, good. I didn't break that in testing things earlier today. That is always good news. I've probably broken Zagara's gift, though. It'll be fine. As long as it's not a secondary only sortie, I don't even need to think about it. Let's see, what have we got for today's sortie? We have got a rescue with radiation hazard, exterminate with enemy elemental enhancement, and assassination with enemy physical enhancement. That's going to be just fine. But for the radiation hazard, I should probably bring not Lavos. I get killed. Or kill. Either way, probably not good. Let's bring Revenant for that. This will say it's 3 AM there. Well, I approve of your dedication to pop in all the same. Welcome in. Jaima's saying the same living content always stream too late. In the Philippines, it's 3 AM here. Yeah, unfortunately, with time zones as they are, there's only so many time zones I can accommodate, and so I accommodate what I can actually fit in around the rest of the people I live with in the house here. Just kind of how it goes. Alright, Max Match, I'm assuming wants to join in on the sortie. Cephalon Rage also wants to be part of the sortie, and Korokop is wanting to be part of the sortie, which means I'm very sorry, but you were too late on the draw on that one. A little too late on the draw at that time. That's the way it goes. As with Chocodika. Very unfortunate on that. But let's drop into this. We've got the rescue to get started with, y'all. So we got quite a few people here who's over in the 3 AM time zone at the moment. Fair do. Again, impressed at the dedication of all of you to make it here. Cheers. So what's with the tickets and what's with the limit? So what's with the tickets, Glenicius, is exclamation mark raffle, and what's the limit is 1 per person, which is also explained in exclamation mark raffle.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the hostage before any
9 PM where you are, Vlad? Yeah, fair do. Here it's just gone 7 PM, obviously. Here it has just gone 7 PM. I didn't mean to press that. I forgot that I am not Lavos at the moment. You can tell how much I've been maining that one. Make our way through all that radiation there because, and no thank you. Hello, Blix. You're up in Scotland. Fair do, fair do. I mean, with the amount of people we got here, we should be covering quite a few countries and nations at the moment. Would I recommend farming Steel Path Essence for Baruuk Prime Relics? No. Unless you just want to farm that, like if the other farms are just despicable to you, in which case, I mean, it's your only option. But if you're okay with doing a different farming method, then don't farm Steel Essence for Relics. It's not going to be worth it. For the Axie Relics, you want to be doing Disruption on either Apollo, which is on Lua, or you want to be doing, I think it's Kappa now? Yeah, Kappa on Sedna. Both of those are Disruption missions, both of them pay out Axie Relics, and both of them are pretty easy to do if you've got an appropriate build. Doing it on the Steel Path, not necessary. Give yourself the easier Demolishers to get yourself faster turnarounds, faster relics. When it comes to Lith, Neo, and Miso relics, those ones you're probably best off on farming in the Void. Although alternatively you can do the lower tier disruptions as well. All of it would work. I was going to say lovely pronunciations, bruv. Cheers. I do try to make it where, you know, everyone can understand me. If, well, so long as you speak English, of course, you know. I'm not speaking in the old tongue or something. If I'll say again, going to be Christmas shopping today, so I have your stream idling in my pocket. Fair do, that's a good choice. Get yourself an idle stream whilst also doing some Christmas shopping. That is multitasking right there. Very practical. Thank you very much for staying for 2 hours. Yeah, fair do. I mean, the stream's 3 hours, so that's still most of it. Is Rev good? I was thinking of going Rev, says Josh. Yes, Revenant is a wonderful Warframe, and I believe, yeah, I have a guide on Revenant as well, so you can definitely check that out over on YouTube if you want to know how to actually make use of him. But yeah, Revenant is a very good Warframe. I can absolutely recommend getting Revenant Prime. Very good Warframe. I mean, the ability to be just immortal definitely helps, but he's got more than that. He's definitely got more than that. Alright, enemy elemental enhancement. They've got blast damage. Wow, sucks to have the worst damage type in the game. And otherwise it's exterminate. I don't even need to change my loadout. We can just kind of slam ourselves headfirst into that and it'll work. Addy wanting the music to switch over? Yeah, let me just grab that for you there, Addy. Let me grab that one now. There you are. You request EDM? EDM it is. I'll get started up for you. Fails there saying, yo, glad to see your stream for the first time. Been binge watching your YouTube content and I hope to learn as much as possible. I mean, that is definitely the way to do it. Welcome on into stream as well. Hope you enjoy it just the same. That is true, I don't know why I needed to specifically target that enemy first, but okay, the game wanted me to focus it. I went to focus it. And now we spin. Now it's elemental enhancements. This might not be the smartest idea because it's going to do elemental damage. It's going to do gas damage, but let's see. Yeah, only 8 kills. That's not covering it. That was not covering it because of the damage reduction they have. Quick reload there, and that feels better. Yeah, that feels better. They're not going to resist the Amprex at full belt. Let's see, 35. Yep, that's much better. Bottom to top. Thanks saying, trying to speed level to Mastery 16 at the moment. Got a lot of stuff, unsure where to level. As you are not Mastery 16, you're going to be missing out on some bits and pieces to help you out on that. But overall, if you're leveling weapons, then heading over to Elite Sanctuary Onslaught is probably going to be a good idea. Not only will you have a lot of enemies to fight, but also you'll have other players breaking there to help with the leveling. For Warframes, normal Sanctuary Onslaught, or if you don't want to be doing that, you can look at either speedrunning spy missions, depending on the frame, or if you really don't want to do that, then you can go down to Hydron, but that one is a bit of a poor choice, to be quite honest with you. A decent squad in Sanctuary Onslaught can absolutely dominate compared to Hydron leveling. That would be my recommendation there. Oh, you've got turned around. There we go. What do I think about Mirage? Mirage is a wonderfully powerful frame. Very powerful frame. Some of the setups you can use on her are some of the absolute best for damage outputs in the game, actually. So she's a very good frame. How did I get Baruuk Prime? Did I farm the relics or get them a different way? I farmed the relics and then I did rad shares or in shares. So I got myself the best chances possible by squadding up with others with the relics. Rad shares and int shares are the way to go for new stuff like that, or when you're just farming specific items. What's the ticket for? Notorious Killer! Exclamation mark raffle. You'll get the info right there, my dude. Never tried Onslaught. Is it difficult? It depends on your setup, Fatal. It really does depend on your setup, honestly. So just give it a whirl. If it turns out it's too tough for you, then you know you've got to improve your gear. And if it turns out it's not too tough for you, then hey, there you are. You just found yourself a new place you can farm. Oh, and we got someone who needs banning. Excellent. Always love that. There we are. We'll make sure that chat message is not possible again in future. Alright, let's see. What's our final one? It is the assassination. Okie dokie. I know what I'll be bringing with that. I know what I'll be bringing. Let's grab good old Titania for this mission. Now, just before we get into this as well, guys and gals, Rekka, thank you very much for the hydrate as well. Yes. Just before we get into this, this is where we usually do a prediction, and I'm going to do exactly the same today. So, at the bottom of your chat window, for those of you who haven't noticed it yet, there's a lovely little blue spanner icon. And that blue spanner icon, that's the channel points on this channel. You gain them just by watching, as well as doing various bits like following, subscribing, gifting a sub, cheering with bits, those kinds of things, you know. Interact with the channel, basically, gets you those points. And you can use them to predict on what reward we're going to get from today's sortie. If you got a couple minutes, get your predictions in there. What do you think we're going to be taking away from this mission? What do you think we're going to take away? And whilst you think about that, I am going to change up a build. Do I have it saved or do I need to make it? I need to make it. That's fine. So let's quickly throw together a build on this one. One hit strike, that's always a good idea. I'm going to go for Barrel Diffusion because Galvanize is not going to be happening. I'm not going to get that many kills, am I? I might. I'll just go with that one. It gives me the chance for more. We want the crit stats, so Target Cracker and Lethal Tyrant is always a good mod to have as well. Creeping Bullseye. I'm assuming, yeah, crit's probably a decent idea to have. It'll be fine. Let's throw in additional fire rates. Maybe? No, I don't need to go fire rate. I don't need to go fire rate. At this point, though, this is where I'm probably going to blow some minds. I'm going to go for Heated Charge and a Deep Freeze. Ed, Pootis, indeed. Thank you very much for resubscribing on to 4 months, my dude. Thank you very, very much on that. Wonderful. So we got the last damage on here. Let me just enhance that a little bit further. Yeah, if I go for the magazine capacity, these things will run out less often. That should work for me. And adds into the cold. That'll be fine. That should be fine enough. Gorilla saying FI 200% raw inbound. Nice. Yeah, that'll be great for this. Yes, AC. It's 1 ticket per person on the giveaway. Game Ghost asking, how do I get the relics? I buy relic packs or farm them in a different way? I got a couple of them from relic packs from just spare standing, but mostly I farmed it. Blast, really? Yep, blast damage. So I'm going to be taking this, specifically Blast, against the... because it's the Lephantis, isn't it? Yeah, Magnesium, Deimos, that's Lephantis. So the reason being on that is Lephantis is mostly weak to Corrosive, otherwise they're next week to Blast, but with Blast we can actually get more damage than Corrosive, owing to the fact that Primed Heated Charge exists. So because of that, it works. In the one location that Blast is actually a worthwhile pickup, it is specifically when using a secondary to use direct damage to kill Lephantis. This one time. Otherwise Blast sucks, and everyone knows it.
It was difficult to locate the source vector of this sector's infestation, but you are
Here we go.
here.
Yeah, on location.
This millennia-old
A full stack on everything I should need right now. I'm just kind of waiting for everyone to turn up. There we are. I maybe made a little bit too much fire everywhere. And we can get a decent amount of damage out. There's some smalls around as well. I'll take those kills. That will also give me more multi-shot. Allow me to do even more damage. Just peek a few things through here. Just give me a few extra stacks on the damage. This guy's the most annoying because of the way he swings his head around. That one I think we just took out. That's good. Again, keep my stacks up on multi-shot, just making sure I'm definitely okay on that. No idea when Plague Star's back. No idea on that one. That one's down. Do I have Firewalk? Yeah, I have Firewalker on here. I use it as a skyrite. I can literally just put flames everywhere. Both obnoxious and slightly fun. Mostly it's obnoxious. Now we're down here. Keep that up. Just pour out the damage. That thing is done for. Next over here. That thing is done for. Next over here. That thing is done for. And that's how you do it, chat.
Heavy infestation ahead.
That's how you do it. That is why I brought the Crit Blast setup. Aided, of course, by the raw buff there. That really helps as well. But yeah. It kind of gets the job done. Titania OP? Just a little. Just a little. It is direct damage, you know, single target rather than AoE. So that's probably the only thing holding it back from being ludicrously powerful. And we got an Anasa Sculpture. Onto the pile it goes. We got more than a couple of those rolling around. Used to have more, but well, point has happened. The 24 of you who guessed it'd be a pineapple, you're absolutely right. Of course you're right. Biggest gamble there from Snake Raider, throwing in 1,674 spanners. Well, you got back nearly triple there, my dude. Got back nearly triple. But yeah, Titania, very good frame. Who knew? Most everyone who's a veteran of the game. Hey guys, need help with Varuna. Have your helmet for her last ability? I've got a full guide on Varuna, which talks about as well some of the helmet options you can throw in there, Mad Galaxia. So check out the guide. Exclamation mark Varuna if you need the link to the two guides I've done on Varuna. How many NASA do I even have? Not as many as I used to. Not as many as I used to. Let's just have a quick peek into here. Probably got some to put down. I've got 5 of them here. Actually 6 of them, because one of them socketed. So we've got 6 Anastas right there. And then if we head over this way, I've got a few more scattered around. It's nowhere as filled as this room once was. I used to have another, like, I think it was, what, 267 of them in here? But, yeah. They got melted down into Endo. My hand was forced on that. I'd actually say, love your videos, especially your accent. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. How do you join in on the Prime Access? Exclamation mark raffle if you want any of the details on the giveaway on the stream. Exclamation mark raffle for the full information, including the full terms and conditions over on the website there. Well, I thought, say I need Endo, how much plat do you want? I'm not doing any trades right now. But if you're looking to get hold of Endo, you could probably get some people trading pineapples and other Endo-related items over on Warframe.markets. Check that out. You'll get plenty. You'll get plenty. Don't you worry. Two Fs in raffle there, green guys. 2 Fs in raffle. Alright, now we've got the Saucy out of the way. You know, I actually didn't get around to on Wednesday because we were kind of busy doing, you know, other stuff, understandably. I still haven't actually done the Archon Hunt this week, and given it's a Crimson Shard, I should really probably get on that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I won't be using Jaya, that's not necessary, but we can definitely make our way through all of this. Several Rage Car Cop, you're welcome to stick around if you want to be part of that. And likewise, if anyone else would like to join in on the Archon Hunt, we have got a space available at the moment. Maybe 2 or 3 if these 2 pop out, we'll see. Yeah, if you want to join in on that, just send me a message in-game, !join if you don't know how to do that. We got the Extermination, Disruption, and then of course the Showdown. Korokop's out, that's fine. Wither Fang is in. There we go. Already done it, Korokop? Yeah, makes sense. It is the end of the week. I expect most people have done it. There's only 4 hours left on it. I've been busy doing other stuff, haven't I? I've been very busy doing other bits and pieces. Would I think it's wise to wait for a discount on the Warframe market to buy Hildren, or just commit to leveling up Fortuna? I mean, you're going to level up Fortuna for various other bits already. There's Hildren, there is the Sound of Baruuk, you've got the amp parts, you've got the parts needed to build other things like, for example, Zaku. You might as well level up Fortuna anyway. Work your way there, get a hold of it. If you're waiting out on a discount to get Hildren, you might as well just make your way in the first place. I understand it is a bit of a grind though. I've been through it myself. It is definitely a grind. Alright, so we got Wither Fan coming in, with Chocolatey coming in. Unfortunately, Blix, you were a little bit late on the message there, as the slots are now taken. But maybe on the future one. Maybe on a future one. Alright, let's get into Exterminate. And of course, I'm going to go grab my boy Lavos. I do like a bit of Lavos. He is a strong frame, and that is exactly what we need. Fortuna is miserable for new players. I mean, it depends on how you define new. For brand new, like players that haven't got most of the way through the star chart, oh yeah, absolutely. The open worlds, Fortuna included, are not places you should be going until you are a good way into, if not all the way through, the basic star chart. I don't mean you need to unlock the Zaraman, unlock the Kuva Fortress, and do all that lot as well. I don't mean absolutely maxing it out. But if you're still struggling like around Neptune part of the star chart, the open worlds are not the right place to be. They're just not. But that's my opinion on it anyway. Yeah, as Grumpy Pan says, there are 3 Warframes, at least 3 Warframes, locked behind max ranking Fortuna, so it's a good idea to do. It's a good idea. Zaraman Farm's also paying to do. Zaraman Farm? I mean, the bits and pieces on the Zaraman, maybe, depending on how you look at it and how you go about it. I didn't find farming on the Zaraman that much of a hassle overall. With the exception of the weapons. The weapons that you get as drops from the missions, yeah, no, they're terrible. They are terrible. There is no redeeming that. Void Armageddon. No, thank you. I'm gonna skip that. Let's just pop out a bit of viral. All this do much better work. There we go. Having a Warframe that can just spread viral does make things easier. Because everything then kind of dies. Which would I suggest for Helmin from Varuna? Terrify, Warcry, or Roar? That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. I would say if you are focusing on more a melee overall approach, you're just focusing on slamming into things as hard and fast as you can, I'd go for Warcry. Terrify, I probably wouldn't pick up because guaranteed slash procs are on pretty much everything she's got, so you don't really need Armor Strip. And then for Roar, problem with Roar is that you're focusing on status block damage, which, sure, you're putting out plenty if you're doing the melee approach, but then the attack speed is probably more useful to you. Whereas, if you are going for her 4 ability, using that build I put out there, then you don't want to be buffing up the procs, you want to be buffing up direct damage. And Roar also does that, it buffs the procs up more. So you could go it, but a sustain option might be better at that point. Anyone use Ruinous 4th? I put out a guide that shows how you can get a good build going for it 4th, actually. It's not the most usable ability in the game, but her 4th ability is indeed available. Can we wait for you? Ah, you haven't loaded. Right. I didn't notice you hadn't loaded. I usually expect people to load within 2 minutes. That is a little bit problematic, isn't it? You spawned in extraction. Oh, did you actually get there? Did you successfully extract? Let me know if you can. You did. Oh, excellent. That means we can go on to the next mission with you then, Chalk. That's good. That's good. I appreciate the offer of the sub in there, Blix, but if Chocodeek is still able to get through it, we'll just continue ahead. Load into extraction. That's quite something. Alright, we got a disruption up next, so let's grab that, shall we? Is there somewhere you can see my Amprex build? Yeah, sure, right here. There you go. It is a little bit extra spicy, thanks to the crit damage, electricity plus damage on this one here. But this isn't necessary for the build to work. It's just, I have it, so of course I'm going to use it. It does make the build more powerful. If it weren't for that, that's the wrong word, search, critical damage, bladed rounds would be the swap in there, because you should be getting kills plenty enough. Zoom in, get you crit damage, pretty much replaces this. I'll be honest with you, it pretty much replaces that. This is slightly more effective than this, but not hugely more. And I'll do it. Can I run some Rev Relics with you, Josh? No, sorry, not looking to do that today. Rage? You'll already done it? Oh, well, there we are then. Blix, you can join in. There is a spot for you after all. There we go, invite through. So, as we are going into Disruption, I'm going to bring a little bit of this. This should do the trick quite nicely, yeah. Oh, hey, I've scored a drop. Quick just saying, would it be better to wait for prices to drop for Baruuk parts on the market? Get them now before they may increase, or just farm relics yourself? And the prices are definitely going to drop. Not maybe, not at some point in the near future. The prices are on a downward curve. That's the same that happens with every new Prime release. So for Baruuk Prime, you can absolutely hold out if you're looking to purchase the pieces that way. Wait until there's a price point you're happy with. I can't tell you how long you'll be waiting, but you can wait. He is a longer farm than Revenant Prime on release, just because of the nature of the relics that his parts come from. Revenant was easy to get hold of. Otherwise, it depends on the price point for you, how long you want to wait, and how much you want to just sit around versus just go ahead and farm the relics yourself. If you farm at the relics now, there are going to be more people doing rad shares for the rarer parts to make it easier for you to find a group of 4 people to get a very good chance out of each relic. So if you're looking to farm them at all, sooner is better. Sooner is definitely better. So on that first mission, I mean, I can't sub you in, Blix, if you've not done the first mission. That's the whole point of a sub in. If that's what you're offered, and that's what you offered, is to be able to literally sub in. So if you can't join us on the Disruption, you want to drop out, mate. If you can't join us on the Disruption, drop out. We'll pop into it, but yeah. Yes, I've put on Zarta's Whisper on this build. I put on Zarta's Whisper. That's part of the reason I'm bringing Revenant here. Also, cheers. With the new Ire and the rotation, the Vault Relics aren't good anymore. The Vault Relics? I mean, relics have been unvaulted. It's Prime Resurgence. And actually, it kind of swings both ways. Because yeah, there's Ire, so you can stock up Ire and get the unvaulted relics you want at any given Resurgence. But it also means that people aren't passively just acquiring those relics. They have to actively go and purchase them. And so that means those people aren't opening up those relics passively. And so the Resurgence parts are going to be actually closer to where they were in terms of price than you might expect. There we go. Watch your PC gameplay feels different from being on Switch. Yeah, it's gonna. It's gonna. Are hounds still useless? Hounds are still pretty bad, yeah. Some people swear by them, I don't. No, just no. I'll take that key, thank you very much. So with this Velox, the setup I've got means that it passively reloads whenever I switch to a different weapon, such as if I just briefly melee, bam, it's reloaded. It's a 2-second reload, so in the time it takes me to swing a melee and switch back, I pretty much reloaded the entire mag.
Right. Find a matching conduit.
With Zarda's Whisper, this absolutely cleaves through sentience. On top of the fact that also just benefits from the fact that Velox does amazingly well with the Zarda's Whisper ability. Like so. Like so. Oop, I did not mean to jump off the edge. That was just dumb. That's what I meant to do. Grab that. Activate this. There was a guy here. Let's get rid of him. If you wanted to ask my opinion on a build, how would you do that? Probably the same way you asked that question. Although, if it's your build that you're showing me, then actually, yeah. Probably not the best time right now. We're kind of in the middle of the mission. Whoop! He's snuck past me. Luckily, he is dead. Let's get rid of that before it kills someone. Looking at my stats here, it looks like I've accidentally brought a Felox with a primary dexterity in it. Let me just get a kill here real quick. This might take a second because this is not built up to kill here.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing bows and you can
Oh, I've got primary dexterity on. That was dumb. That was dumb. This is not set up for melee kills. Okay, I went to grab the key, but it vanished, so whatever. Re up the defense. Someone's got that kill, so that's fine. What I think about Gauss? Gauss is a very powerful Warframe. Definitely a good one to pick up. Oh, someone else grabbed that key. Never mind. I'll just drop that one here. Actually, I'll hold it. I'll hold it, because they don't need me to be the one to kill the Demolisher. If I hold this, the next round will be faster. That's a worthwhile trade. You got the drop, Glinicius? You can get more than one, in fact. Just drop some shots over here. There we go. At least I have a Spore Lace, which can do some work as well.
got a few seconds before the system resets. You can take them again. Game?
Yeah, the Comac can put out some pretty decent status. I have a Comac myself with a ribbon. It's spicy. It's just, it hasn't kept up with the meta. Or rather, the meta has left it behind. Probably more accurate. This thing does not want to die to my Spore Laser, does it? There we go. We got a good ribbon for Zor. Would you consider using it? I don't really have any Zors or need for Zors. I don't have any Zors on my mind. I have ribbons for the various Zors. I just don't need them, quite frankly. Finally got all the materials to craft Rayleigh. Any suggestions on what to do with her? Yeah, get her to level 30 and then pop 3 Umbral Former in her. And you can feel just as depressed as me when it comes to looking at that frame. Don't actually put 3 Umbral Former in her, it's terrible, don't do that. That only needs to exist once.
None offers freedom. Is that so terrible? Freedom from desire and responsibility.
Nama offers freedom, eh? Big doubt on that. Big doubt on that. Nama does not offer freedom. We got someone dead over here? Bro's bleeding out like all the way across the map.
Demo unit incoming. Don't let them near the conduit.
There we go. Whew. He's okay. He's okay. We got him. And now I gotta roll back this way. They should have that side. I will hold this side. Is her helmet then ability any good? I'm gonna assume you mean Varuna? And if so, I haven't tried it on other Warframes, but on her it's amazing. Ah! Reload, reload, reload! There we go. We're good.
Examine this hall in detail.
We're good. We can get out of here.
Secrets.
Let's go. Next time I bring a fellow Arc mission, I'm going to double check the arcane I have on it. I think I usually use the Baruuk Prime with that one for building up the stacks. Should you pick up the Telos Boltor? I mean, at some point to, you know, get the mastery out of it. Otherwise, it's not amazing. Am I using Felox? I was there, yeah. 0% damage taken. That's the way you want it. Yeah, there are a couple Syndicate weapons that have some useful quirks to them, but most of them just kind of no. Most of them no. Hey, got a Carl statue. There we go. One Noggle down. What's going to happen to Bazool? We'll have to find out on that one. We'll just have to find out. You know, 911 healing. Nice. Does the Telos Boltor even have a special effect? Yeah, it has the Syndicate proc. Just like the other Telos gun. I've forgotten the name of it. What is it? Telos Boltor. Yeah, they've got the Syndicate procs on them. Truth, I think it is. Outside of Star Chart, it's not really much of anything. Alright then, we are going into our third and final mission of the Archon Hunt for the week. Yes, I've left it right to the end, but whatever. We're going into our third and final one. I'm going to bring in Revenant once again for that. Revenant is just a very good pickup for this. And because it's much like a sortie, we could do another prediction. We could do another prediction. What reward do you think we'll get at the end of this in addition to the Archon Shard? Is it going to be another Renassa Sculpture? I might have a second Pineapple today. Is it going to be a Riven, a booster, something else entirely? Make your prediction. Does any mod or ability increase the speed on Wukong's Cloud Walker? Yes, it's things which improve your movement speed, I think it is. Yeah, movement speed. So not sprint speed, movement. That's what will do the trick for you. Just going to switch these weapons around to the ones which have got it specifically for this.
Baruuk Prime access.
Hog indeed. Silence of Prime, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime once again. Up onto 4 months. My dude. Really appreciate it. Cheers. Oh. You're a ledge. And Death God for the Hydrate as well. Cheers. How's one messaged me to join in missions? We're at the end of the Archon Hunt here, so there's not a spot at the moment. Because, well, you need to actually be at this part of the hunt. I didn't want Toxin, I wanted this one. Yeah, normally exclamation mark join gives you the detail on that, my dude. Okay then, yeah, that should be the setup. Let's grab this as well, just for actual full-on safety, just in case. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I see Saturn Blitz wants to switch to a little bit of ambience. Let me just get that playing, and then we'll jump into the mission. There we are. Alright, the showdown. Let's do this. Wukong, Ivara. With the Fang, that's probably not a good pickup. Are you sure you want to bring Ivara when we're bringing non-stealth frames? You might get deleted. Are you sure you want to bring Ivara? I mean, you can, but the enemies aren't going to be quiet. Ivara's actually pretty good. I know Ivara's actually pretty good. I put out a video showing what she can do. Actually, I put out multiple videos showing what she can do, but specifically for the Archon, yes. Can one-shot the Archon? Yes, I put out a video called How to One-Shot an Archon. I'm aware. Trust me. I am aware.
Beyond guard tail, Archon Amar is stalking his prey. This is the grotesque truth behind Bazool's gospel of a new Eden. sentient
Let's
beasts
make our way through. I should probably get some headshots along the way as well, you know, charge up my weapon. Hi, mate, can you be... Yep, he's a headshot. Thanks, mate. There we go. 3 headshots, that's all we need. Everything's fully charged now. Activate this. Make sure we got all our ammo ready. Get rid of that because it offended me.
Amar.
Hello, Amar.
Distance shockingly fast.
Oh, for God's sake, sit still, sit still, sit still, sit still, sit still, sit. Okay. In my defense, I did not expect him to go. That was definitely unexpected for me. Where is he? Oh, where is he? I messed this up. Can this kindly not do that? There we go. Wait, no. Oh, I thought we got him, but it didn't, apparently. Definitely messed this one up. Oh, I've lost my tank. Let me re-up that. I will read your chat messages about suggestions on how to play a game that I have been playing for thousands of hours later. There we go. So let's head over to the next bit. I just didn't expect him to suddenly hop up and down, up and down, up and down twice. I should have seen it the second time. That was just on me. If I landed the headshot, would have been fine. Didn't land the headshot, wasn't fine. Damage attenuation after the first shot goes, haha, no. And then everything is terrible. Hello, Deacon. Goodbye, Deacon. I'm aware of it, Gaming Ghost. It happens. People want to, you know, add their 2 cents. Including to people who have written the guide on how to do the thing they are adding their 2 cents to. It's fine. Besides, I never promised I was perfect at playing this game. Just that I knew how you guys can one-shot the boss. Who are we waiting on? There we go.
Despite his pride, Era never could stand alone. Time after time, he allowed himself to be used. First by our father, then by Palace. And now
Come on, bullet jumps.
by the Ram. I will not say he deserved better, but I grieve for
Oops, accidental heavy landing. That'll probably piss off a couple people on Discord. The mechanics could be interesting, except for the fact they decided to make a boss fight for the Archon Hunt, where you're not allowed to mess up because death is failure. So the whole extra lives mechanic that we're used to is just gone. And then their mechanics are, we're invulnerable until we say you're allowed to. Oh, that was him. And the number of invulnerability stages, it's like, they added in the damage adaptation. They left open options for one-shots. It's like, they could have coded it to not have a one-shot, they didn't. And then... oh, kind of loud. And then they wondered why people tried to just get around the mechanics. There we go, like that.
Amar thought himself a hunter.
So I explained in the video exactly how the damage attenuation works, what it allows through, what it doesn't. And that's why a one-shot is possible. D designed it to be possible. And then just made a bunch of invulnerability abilities. So go figure. And today we get not a Talforge. Who? I've got above average, but still, who? But we did get Kuva. So to those of you who guessed on Kuva for this mission, 12 of you guessed as much. Ed with 500 spanners being the biggest gambler on that one. You're absolutely right. It's a Kuva reward today. Is my Felox build for Disruption the same as the one for Archons? It is not, F-King. No, actually, it's not. So with my Felox build for the Archon, it's specifically set up with Rad Viral approach here, whereas my normal go-to one has primed ammo stock added in, so I've got more shots available. The magazine goes up from 6 to 13. And the damage type there is actually a Viral Electric approach, as a result of the swapping out one mod for pure ammo. Jock saying, why didn't I get the shard? Well, you said you loaded in an extraction on the first mission. Maybe that first mission just didn't actually count for you. Maybe that one just didn't count. It looked like it did, but then it didn't. That's a thing, maybe. Maybe. There's a bug. Check your inventory. No, Well, I mean, there might have got, but you know. Oh yeah, Choc, are you? Oh yeah, you're on console. You might not have had the patch for that bug. Is that still on console, Zom? I thought that one got fixed. Basically, there is a bug, or was a bug, at least briefly on PC, where certain mission rewards, like your relics in the end of Void missions, your prime parts from Void Fissures, and apparently also Archon shards weren't showing up, so Choc, you might have actually got it. First one didn't count? Oh, well, there we are then. First one didn't count. Hey, Choconica, fingers crossed, when you go and do the first one, maybe that'll give you the Archon shard. Or it might force you to do all three again. Either way, you'll get there. You'll get there. Hello, Jason. All's well over here. Hope all's well for yourself as well. Anyway, another Archon hunt down. For those of you curious on the Talforge, I know some of you are like, oh, how many Talforge you got? If we just pop open here. Yeah, I got 5 of them at the moment. I'll get around to placing the shards in as and when I feel like it. But for the moment, just holding there shows me how many I've actually got. For those who want to complain, because frankly it's worth complaining about. Do I like Felox or Fembler on Archons? Well, I just used the Felox there, so I hope that answers your question, Magdalaxia. Still got the bug where your weapon crosshair moves to the left. Yeah, that's a weird one. I've not seen it myself, personally. I've not seen it happen. But it's a weird one. I don't know how that's even happened. That is a weird one, Wolfwing. Alright, let's have a look at this guy, shall we? Let's have a look at Baruuk Prime, which we just rushed out to the foundry moments ago. So Baruuk Prime, first of all, huge question, what are the differences between Baruuk Prime and Baruuk? We've got a little bit more armor, and we've got a little bit more shields. Which means that Baruuk Prime is actually worse at shield gating than Baruuk. That's a thing. Actually worse at shield gating. Interesting choice of stat to buff, but there you go. It's what they've done. Granted, Baruuk has damage reduction abilities and by default more shields than health, so the idea is, I guess, is supposed to tank, not shield gate, but yeah. Yeah, Zom, you're right. You can also just tank through pillage. That's the thing, of course. You can just tank through pillage. It increases energy? No, it didn't seem like they had increased that, no. Unusual choice on that. Polarities, we got D polarity, dash polarity, V polarity. Dash up here on the X-list slots, so if you are looking to put in an X-list of Prime Shift Footed, now you're forced to form that one, because otherwise that's going to be a 20 drain, so have fun on that one. And then we got a dash on the aura here, which is a good polarity to have. Dash polarity on the aura is always a good pickup. Let's just quickly upgrade this. There we go. And you know what? Corrosive projection is just the usual crucial good stuff. And let's see what we're going to do with actually building on this. Now, bearing in mind, Baruuk has never really been my frame. I'm not a huge melee user in the first place. This is not really my kind of frame, but I can copy over the details on my go-to Baruuk and hope that it's an actually good setup. I couldn't tell you this command on that one either, Zom, no. Rekka, in response to your question, what is shield gating? Best way to check out on that is I actually have a video of it on my YouTube channel. So look engineer, shield gating, you'll find what you need right there, my dude. You'll find what you need right there. Alright, let's see. So, I've got Vitality, Rolling Guard, Reactive Storm, and then what's that? Strength, Efficiency, no duration. Let's do that. So, I don't need Archon Vitality. I definitely don't need that. Here we go. Normal Vitality. Rolling Guard. It was the Efficiency, I said. That and that. And then it was more on the Strength side. It was Intensify and August Secrets and the Augment. Reactive Storm, I think that's the build I had just then. That should do the trick. Ronald say, was about to ask if you had a video on that, didn't show up immediately when I searched on your channel. Did it not? Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. If I go to YouTube and I search the Kengineer Shield Gating, the first video that comes up, turn energy into immortality sorter, which is the shield gating one. I'm gonna, you know what, I should just update the title on that. It's been long enough. Anyone who's searching is searching specifically for the term shield gating, so I'm gonna make that easier on you guys. Let me just use my second screen to sort all this. Actually, I don't know, it's just sitting this way around. Let me make that clearer. Turn energy into immortality, shield gating. There we are. That's a clearer video title now. As soon as YouTube wants to save it. Come on, YouTube. Just 2 words. There we go. That should be clearer to find now. Umbral Intensify? Yeah, I could probably go that on here. It doesn't fit on the other build, but it'll fit on this one, so there we go. Get even more strength out of it. Why not? Why not? And then, as for Arcanes, Arcane Avenger is always a good pickup if you expect to take any damage whatsoever, because you take a hit and you gain absolute critical chance and quite a bit of it, so that can help. Arcane Strike seems like a good idea to me. Let me see. Arcane Strike. On hit, gain attack speed. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds good enough. There we go. Easy decisions. I need to use Umbral Vitality? Do I? No, but... Would it even fit? Not without some work, no. So no, I don't need it. I absolutely do not need that. Let's roll Naramon for this, why not? Alright, so I need to get some levels on this. Who would like to help me get some levels on this so we can actually get it rolling? Gonna head on over to a good old Sanctuary Onslaught. It's only level 20 to 30, so you know, easy peasy. That'll be Grumpy Pants. That'll be Zom. And that'll be Korokop. There we go. That's a squad. Actually, on that note, Korokop, you were in for the sortie, weren't you? Yeah, you were in for the sortie. Korokop, I do take it back on that one there. To give everyone an opportunity. Thank you very much, Madin. Appreciate you dropping out there. Deformed Chaos, come on in. Come on in. Do a Ken Classic fashion? I have done a Ken Classic fashion. I've done the same fashion I've done on Revenant Prime, which is to just not touch it whatsoever and instead enjoy the game for the game. Like, why would I assume that I am any better at designing a Warframe's appearance than the people who've designed a Prime frame to sell a primed appearance. With those very interesting beads on his head. That is a thing. Fashion's game? Fashion's game for summer, y'all. I have never been accused of being good at fashion. Never. Occasionally I'll have a frame where someone goes, oh, that looks nice. But for me as a person, I'm not fashionable. Nah. Yeah, fair enough, God. Fair enough. To each their own tastes and flavours. The frames aren't designed with customization in mind. Oh, the frames are designed with customization in mind. But doesn't mean I have to. They're also designed to work well on their own. If my Ferrogonal is marvellous, I think your sense of taste is seriously broken there for Oku. It is seriously broken. Oh, I still have the Thalarks equipped. That might not have been smart. I mean, I can still use Glaive. Glaive go burr, you know? You can see the power of Arcane Avenger there, taking us all the way up to those red crits. That certainly helps. I'm gonna say I was surprised how Nidus Prime fit well with the lore. I will be honest, I don't actually know the lore for Nidus Prime. I don't actually know what that is. Okay, I can start making use of the lore ability. Start removing some of this restraint. Need to get yourself Blade Prime? Oh yeah. If you're at the point where you can afford it, it's a worthwhile pickup. 1, mastery, obviously. 2, it is so strong. It is stupid how strong this thing is. Actually stupid. There's all the talk about the AoE meta, and then out comes Blade Prime, which is just infinite ammo blab. The only thing holding it back is the fact you have to charge to throw it. If it didn't have that charge time on it, Blade Prime would be the one weapon. Yeah. Flavor strong. Am I planning to do Former right now as well? Probably won't have to, because frames are surprisingly capable without Former when they're primes. You got the Aura Polarity, you got the 3 innate polarities. That allows for some pretty healthy builds already. I mean, you've seen the mods I threw into it. Rank 0. Oh hey, I've claimed another drop. Sweet. Hey, no, that's happy. I was claiming a drop. There we go, I can pop on 5 daggers. 6 daggers, sorry. It just used one straight away. Base level abilities. Gotta love them. My voice is immaculate. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I grew up in an interesting part of the country, in the UK, where the majority of people there, the accent is considered nationally and internationally to be a bit bloody ugly, quite frankly. So even growing up, I was like, nah, I don't want that accent. Literally just said no to my local accent. It's just a thing. I'm gonna say Endless Lull is pretty good if you know how to use it effectively. People just go guns blazing. I mean, guns blazing is also effective. Can't be mad at people for using something that's effective. Mad at the design that doesn't allow you to use other stuff amongst it. You know? I agree that Endless Lullaby can definitely get some work done. It's just most of the time it just doesn't really fit the mission design. Second dropper is ready? Yep. You get a drop every half an hour, up to the max of 5 drops, and well, we've been live an hour now, so you know. Second drop should be going out to those of you here at the start. And for those of you who weren't here at the start, well, at least running for 3 hours means there's a total of 6 slots worth, and the max is 5 drops, so, you know, you'll find your time. Thoughts on Bratton Prime? I don't have any thoughts on Bratton Prime. That's how much I think about it. Every time I see Bratton Prime pop up in the rewards feed, I just kind of go, oh yeah, that's a thing, and then just don't select it. It just doesn't exist. That's how much I think about it. Oh. All this restraint reduction, and yet no 4 to use it on just yet. But it's fine. What level are we actually up to? 14. End of mission. I need more! More! Ah, there we are. Now we can use this stuff. Hello, I am a monk, I go punch. I didn't actually mod Screen Storm because I couldn't at the time, could I? So that's going to do terrible damage. Never mind, I'm just not going to use that. I will just not use it. Do you have to get a ticket once now or just once in the stream? Just once in the stream. It's only 1 ticket per person. If you've got your ticket, you're in it with a chance to win it. Because it's a giveaway at the end of the day. Like, it's not like drops where everyone gets it, and therefore it's understandable to want you to be here for, you know, half hour to get each drop. It's a giveaway. 1 person, just 1, is going to be having that. Now, I'd rather you stay here on the stream, but if you get to the end of the stream and you realise, oh wait, I could really do with a cup of tea, and you happen to walk away just at the moment I call the giveaway, that's fine. If you have a ticket, you're in it with a chance to win it, and the winner gets 24 hours to respond. As I respect your time. I respect the time zones. There are people who have been here at the start of the stream when it was already 3 AM in where they were. I'll finish streaming at 6 AM their time. So yeah, nah. You just need the ticket. You don't need to keep claiming them. You don't need to be here right at the minute that the draw is made. As much as I'd like you to be here, I want you to be here if you enjoy the stream. If you are staying up late, despite the fact you've got work in the morning or school or whatever, despite the fact you're putting off some kind of project you need to be doing around the house, no, you get on with that. If this stream is getting in the way of that for you, grab your ticket and sort what you need to sort. But if you've got the time spare, sit back, relax and enjoy the stream. I'm not going to set up a giveaway where you have to hang around the entire time, when only 1 person's going to get it anyway. That's the way I see it. And so far, touch wood, so far, that approach just led to people enjoy the stream. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm here for. Give you guys an enjoyable stream. With the occasional hydrates from Deus Vault. Thank you. Cheers on that. Does the Glade Prime have the same build as the Zoris? The Zoris can use the same build, I believe. It should work just fine for you. Same build or near enough same build will work just fine. I mean, it won't be as strong as Glade Prime is, but you will have more range on it, so that is a thing. I believe the Zoris has a higher explosion radius than Glade Prime, which is nice. Hello Chaitai, how are you doing today? Monkey asks, if I leave before the name is called out, where can I see if I've won or not? So I will contact the winner here on Twitch, unless they have their DMs closed to strangers, in which case they will need to contact me. The winner will be announced over on my Discord, and the winner will also be announced over on my website, where the full terms and conditions are. So you'll be able to check your inbox on Twitch, you'll be able to check on the Discord, you'll be able to check on my website. All 3 locations are ways to know if you have won or not. Because again, I'm not a dick. I make it accessible. What's my favourite Kuva weapon? That's a good question. Probably Kuva Nukor, because laser beams are fun. How am I doing? Need more. Master Chief, I have no idea what you're saying. Is this available for all platforms? The giveaway is open to all platforms. Absolutely, yes. The giveaway is indeed open to all platforms. So, whether you're on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch, you'll be able to get hold of the giveaway if you're the winner. Obviously, if you've got multiple accounts, only one of them can actually claim it. That's just a thing. What's my thoughts on New Tech Blinks? I haven't actually got it yet. So my thoughts are empty. There's only so much time in the day, and I spent far too much on it trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Varuna. I'll be quite honest with you. That video took far longer than I expected to research, because every time I looked into one thing on Varuna, I found another weird thing. It was endless, the amount of weirdness going on with that Warframe. Jeez. Just jeez. If any of you have missed it, or missed the detail on this fact, the video I put out for Varuna, just for Varuna, going over abilities and builds, that video is 34 minutes long. For comparison, the previous longest video on my channel was 23 minutes long. And those of you who've watched the Varuna video, I mean, did I waffle? Did I waste your time talking about pointless stuff? Or was it just constant information because, my god, that frame has just so much going on with it. Seriously, why? The number of hidden features, the number of features that work weirdly, the number of features that are just incorrectly labeled. Oh. Oh. It just had to happen though. I already intended to do a Varuna video, and it turned out that there was just so much. I couldn't stop looking into details. If I left it behind, you wouldn't have had the important information you'd need to know about why is what happening, where, when, what. You know? Captain saying, hey, can I get some help trying to get the diagram for Caliban species? Don't know where to find them. Do you mean the blueprints? Because those will be from Nama bounties. Only one particular blueprint is available at a time. And it rotates every 2.5 hours. So if you look at a Nama bounty, which is either Cetus during the daytime there, or if it's nighttime there, it's in Fortuna. If you go have a look at the Nama bounty and find that the wrong part is available, you're just going to have to wait until the bounties rotate, and the bounties rotate every 2.5 hours, so it can be as much as 5 hours until the part you want is actually available again. Yeah, unfortunately that's a thing. It's a terrible farm in my opinion. One point saying, if you have a booster and then you get the same booster from a relay, does that mean you have a 400% bonus? No. Relay blessings, the one I presume you mean, are not a double up booster. So if you get an affinity booster from the market for Platinum, that will double your affinity gain. But a relay blessing for affinity is only 25%. So with no boosters, you get 100% affinity. With the market booster, you know, at 200%. With a relay blessing on top, it's 250% because it multiplies it by 1.25, not by 2. The same goes for the damage blessing, shield blessing, health blessing. I believe they're all 25s. Credit blessing, resource drop chance blessing, they're all 25s if I recall correctly. I'm not sure on the health and shield ones. They might be higher, but I think they're 25s. Have I got a ribbon on that? Oh, on my Baruuk Prime. This hasn't got a ribbon, no. At least I'm fairly certain I don't have a ribbon. Ribbons for Baruuk Prime are expensive. I want to ask a question about Mesa. I always hear people say her 4 doesn't scale well with high level, but they mean like around level 200, they're talking level cap. It depends on your build. It really does. Given that the helmet system is a thing, so you can also put additional abilities onto it to support dealing with the highest levels and the high armor that comes with them, you should be able to take well above like level 200. The problem with Mesa is actually more survival than anything else, because she's not exactly a mobile character whilst using her 4, and if you're not mobile and not invisible, there's a good chance you're just dead once you get into, you know, end game stuff, like endurance run stuff. But she should be able to handle level 200. Just comes down to your build. Speaking of builds, GG, I am fully ranked. We can have a look at Baruuk with actual proper stats now. Right as soon as the conduit realizes we're done. Come on, there we go, thank you. Just hung on that one for a bit, sure, why not? Just gotta kill enemies before they can kill you. Sounds good in practice, doesn't work so well with single target if you are in any way struggling. Enemies tend to be a little bit good at shooting at the highest levels. We're asking, how's that work for resources blessing? 25 chance for additional drop. Yeah, it's a drop chance booster, not a drop booster. So drop boosters, when you pick up a resource boosters will double the resource you pick up. So say if you were picking up 10 ferrite, you'd pick up 20. But a resource drop chance booster, which is what the relay blessing is, increases the chances of those resources actually dropping from enemies. So if an enemy has a 5% chance of dropping ferrite, then with a market booster it becomes 10% chance. That's how that works. What's the best way to farm Former, mathematically speaking? It depends on your definition of farming Former, because you can farm Former blueprints and then you build them at 1 a day, so just open up bricks and off you go. Otherwise, you're talking about getting Former from either fully built ones, which good luck, there's not really many farms for that, or buying them from the market for platinum, in which case what you're actually asking is, what's the most effective way to farm platinum? So, yeah. Kind of hard to really give you much of an answer on that one, Silencer, as there's not really much in the way of Former farms. Either build the blueprints or you're done. And for most cases, just void relics, pretty much. Get the blueprints, build the blueprints. Am I building one right now? I might not be. I am not building one right now. Let's fix that. Let's definitely fix that right now, shall we? Whilst we're on the topic of Former blueprints, get me my 30th building. But beyond that, you're actually asking how to farm plat. And at that point, it's, well, look at the different ways to farm platinum. Which one can you actually stomach doing? The best way to farm platinum in this game is to find a thing that makes platinum without burning you out. You don't want to be doing the hyper ultra maximized way of doing it, not necessarily anyway, because for a lot of people that leads to burnout, that leads to resentment, that leads to ruining Warframe for you, and then all of a sudden you've got all this platinum and no desire to use it, and next thing we know you're playing Fortnite. And that is not a good result for anyone, quite frankly. Shade absolutely intended on Fortnite. So, if you're farming up more Former than you can build daily in the Foundry, then go ahead and look at ways to farm up platinum in a way that doesn't break you. Your ability to continue is the important bit there. So you can crack relics, you can use transmutation to get yourself more saleable mods from the bajillions of trash mods you may have and the excess credits you've collected just by being a damn good player. You can go ahead and get hold of ribbons via ribbon slivers to help increase that stuff. You can look to purchase cheap ribbons, transmute them into a better ribbon, sell that on. You can look to farm Kuva to roll ribbons and that whole market of stuff. Good luck on that. There are many different ways of getting hold of platinum, through trading or otherwise. Have I ever thought about making an FAQ? I mean, a few people got together, if you think about it, Silencer, a few people got together and have made an FAQ for the vast majority of questions, and we call that the wiki. And for where there isn't a wiki page for your question, there is usually various YouTube guides. I already have a number of different YouTube guides which cover a variety of different bits and pieces, and so you're probably best checking out those. If I don't have your question covered and the wiki doesn't have your question covered, you can pop a question over onto my Discord as well. You pop over there, we got loads of helpful people in the Discord, not Leaks myself, but plenty of us in the community who are happy to share what they've learned about the game as well. And if there's something you want to see a specific guide on from me, then we got the suggestions forum over on my Discord too. That is the right place to put suggestions to basically shape the channel how you want to see it. And if you see a suggestion you like, make sure you give it a thumbs up over there as well, so that I know loads of people want it. Because if I see a suggestion that has just a single thumb up on it, I'm going to go, oh, not really much of a demand for that one then, is there? The biggest thing for Platinum is simply just don't burn yourself out. If you're not having fun, do something different. Alright, with Baruuk, I need to mod up the Serene Storm on it as well. Let's do that real quick. Serene Storm, Desert Wind Prime. The Desert Wind Prime here, it's got 2 V polarities and D polarity. We can work with that. How do I want to build this then? How do I want to build this? Here's the question, because, again, Baruuk is not really my kind of a frame. 50% crit chance. That's nice. Does Reactive Storm convert all damage types or just natural damage? Good question. A good question. Desert Wind is granted such and such status chance. It changes its damage type to match enemy weaknesses. I think it's all the damage, but I don't actually know. Let's see what the wiki says on it. This is not a frame I've really studied. I've never really gelled with him. I've tried. Don't get me wrong, I've tried. I just never really connected for me. Let's see. Only the base impact damage is altered to match enemy's weakest damage type. Oh, there we are. Thank you, Wiki. See, look at that. Wikis are an FAQ. Wikis are an FAQ. What was that status chance? That status chance is as a result of this reactive storm over here. 250% bonus. Because if I take that off, and then we go here, you'll see the status chance is actually just nothing. So that's what's happening there. I'm not sure why it's jumping up quite so much. The math there doesn't add up. And again, I'm gonna hand wave that as DE math, which is known to be very interesting at the best of times. I'll leave that one where it is. Hello, Pochulo. How you doing? Kiaru even. Oh, no, I misread that. Keiru, there we are. For Archon Shards, is the outcome of Tau Forge or not random for each individual, or is it set? It's for the entire group. It's just rolled per group. If someone in the group has already received an Archon Shard, then they just don't get the reward. So it's just rolled as a group thing. No one person is changing the look for anyone else. Just one big old group roll. Longshot Frame saying, question, is it true that if you put Primary Merciless on, you can take Serration off because it does the same damage and frees up mod slot? Kind of. Kind of. By and large, the answer to that is yes. So say, for example, on the Rubico here, I have got Serration and Deadhead on it. However, those two are additive with each other in this case here. So for the Rubico, the only reason I've actually got the Serration on there is so that when this hasn't got stacks, it's still dealing a fair amount of damage. Because it makes it harder to actually get those initial stacks without it. So that's why I have Serration on this build, but you could easily just skip that and go for a different approach, like a Bane mod, for example. That would work. However, the interaction on the things has been a bit weird. So Galvanized Aptitude is the other one which adds in most of the time, but on some weapons like the Foreman here, the direct damage bonus here doesn't actually add with Arcane's Inspiration, but it multiplies, so you have to be careful on that. While most of the time these three add together, on some weapons this one multiplies with these two, but these two definitely always add together. The reason I have the Serration on the Foreman as well, same with the Rubico, because getting those initial stacks can be a pain. It's there to help make sure that the initial damage is that much higher to then get those stacks rolling. Because otherwise this whole weapon will be doing, what's that, close to like 40% of the damage compared to using this mod. In fact, it'll be less than 40%, so having that on there helps me get those first stacks that bit sooner. But mostly you can skip it in favour of faction mods if you've got them available to you, and if you want to put in the effort to do that. Likewise, if you wanted to go for something all-rounder, you can also go for the critical damage bonuses like bladed rounds, especially on a sniper that'll work out well, but anything that you're happy to aim with rather than just kind of fly through the map with, that could be a swap in there. Get the extra crit damage, but you can see the base stats struggle. And so you rely on getting those stacks, which for weaker weapons is not so great. Parasite saying, I saw on Reddit a post where someone killed Profit Taker with the Tenet Ferox. Is that for real? No idea. Haven't seen that post. No idea on that one. Ask the person who posted it. That said, I've seen someone kill an Eidolon using a mining laser. So, probably. Probably. What would be my go-to companion if I'm not using a Sentinel? My go-to companion, if I'm not using a Sentinel, would either be the Smeet Gavat, because I like loot, or it would be the Panzer Vulpaphiler, which for me is called Thagomizer, because that's a thing. Yeah. Do I know what the cap is for the amount of drops you get from Twitch? For the current drop campaign where you gain the Noggles, the max is 5. The full details are in the link !drops. So if you read the forum post there, it gives you the full details. The max is 5. Known as a fitting name? Yeah, you know. I was maining the foreman at the time. Actually, my entire clan was. And so, yeah. Threw that on top of it. Alright. Did I actually mod that? I don't think I modded that. No. So, we need to mod this. By we, I mean me. And by me, I mean now. So, if I go for just direct damage, screw the condition overload stuff. Sacrificial Steel, then I don't need to go for a combo approach. I can go for a heavy attack approach, whilst also basic attacks being viable using this instead of Sacrificial Pressure as well. I can use a better Sac Steel mod. Don't know why I have 2 of those, but I do. That's a thing. You throw some elemental damage onto here. I think Corrosive is probably going to be the best all-rounder approach I can pick up here. So let's do that and that. Yeah, just those like so for now. Already noticing that capacity running a bit short doing it this way, because those are dash polarities. Why don't I have a weapon on my carrier? Sometimes I'll take the weapon off my carrier if I don't want it to get in the way trying to do stuff for itself. Because carrier can be very good at killing things when I'm like, no, I'm trying to test something here. Carrier, stop. So I'll often defang my carrier if it's getting in the way of testing something or demonstrating something. I don't want it taking the center stage off me. You know what? Primed Frame, Primed Fury. Why not? It's a terrible choice, but I'm doing it anyway, because screw the world. Reach more range and find out what you want. I was thinking range, but then we have the wind waves right over. So do I actually need range on this? Or can I just rely on the wind waves, especially as I'm not going for a combo build? I know I've got Naramon activated, but I'm not actually going for a combo build at the moment. I've got the sacrificial build. So I could just skip out on the range for now. We'll see how that works out, really. Gladiator Might, that's a good point, yeah, Gladiator Might. That's a good point. More crit damage. Actually, any crit damage. Oh, crikey, I've forgotten Organ Chatter. How have I forgotten Organ Chatter? That's a problem. Where's that going to go? If I take out Shocking Touch, and then I can get the 60/60 mod here. There we go. That was silly of me. How did I forget to do Organ Chatter? That was a thing. How many Foreman does Foreman need? All of them. Oh god, it needs all of them. That is a big downside of the Foreman, is that it does not come with innate polarities, if I recall correctly. Let me just check the unupgraded one I have here. Yeah, no innate polarities. None. So to get the most out of the Foreman, you are fully upgrading it. I mean, yeah, I've gone a little bit over the board, perhaps, at least with the all-purpose build here. But still, you want to be fully upgrading it to be able to get everything onto it. So it's going to cost you at least 7 former, I'd say. Renan's saying, don't use Gladiator Might. You'll disable the set bonus on Desert Wind if you have mods on your other melee. I mean, my other melee is Clay Prime, but... Sure. Is it worth it? Well, the full min... Is it worth? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Usage 49.9%. Kills 217,000. I'll let you decide at that point. I'll let you decide. Give it a try. You know, give it a whirl. Give it a try. Give it a spout. Hello, Moxie. How you doing? Alright, where are we going to take Baruuk here to give him a whirl? You know, I'm thinking if we just drop into ESO and just kind of see what happens. Everyone needs a rank 30 frame. Grumpy Pants is Baruuk Prime at 26. Ah, you want us to level that for you? Alright. Alright. Let's finish leveling Grumpy Pants to 30 and then we'll go ESO. Do I have a Bubonico build? I do not know. Random questions from Horse Racing is fun. Learned arcane helmets, learned about them recently. Is there any scenario where they're worth buying or using instead of normal arcanes? Basically no. There are niche circumstances which you just don't need to care about. If you play like arcane helmets don't exist, you will be losing nothing, quite frankly. Isn't Foreman from Dojo? No, the Foreman is from the market. You just go to the market, spend a few credits, get the blueprint, and you're a good one. Off you go.
Your duty in this experiment is to dispatch as many specimens as possible.
Then Arcoplasma feels like a better Foreman. It slaps harder because it is a Tenet weapon after all. The Foreman is a basic market weapon you get at MR8. No effort, just purchase, build, done. So, yeah, that is going to feel a bit different. But the Arcoplasma uses shotgun mods and also doesn't have a rifle mode and isn't innately silent and doesn't have a battery recharge for infinite ammo. So, I mean, you know, there are limits. There are limits. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. The Arcoplasma is very, very strong. The Tenet version, anyway. The base version's okay. Can I have something to kill, please? My biggest gripe with Baruuk, historically, has always been having to juggle maintaining restraint and energy and casting all bits just to keep using his exalted weapon. Because none of the others have that issue. None of the others say, oh, sorry, you didn't use your other abilities enough. You can't use this weapon. It just feels weird to me. In very high enemy density scenarios, it's okay. But in low enemy density, it just kind of ruins it for you. When Foreman Prime comes out, we'll be getting it ASAP? Probably. When Foreman Prime comes out, I'm very curious as to what they're going to do with the stats with it. To try and not make it overpowered or something. I imagine DE themselves are kind of looking at it going, We'll see what they do on it. We'll see. They might even remove the stealth aspect on it and change it into a slightly different weapon. As an attempt to balance it? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, look at this. I'm trying to maintain my restraint. I'll be honest with you, I am trying. I need to go downstairs for that group of enemies. Yep, nope. I get to the group of them, and all of a sudden they're already dead before I get there. Ignis Wraith Prime. That's not how this works, Esprit. No. Esprit, stop it. You're confused than our regulars. They don't realise that everything that comes out of your mouth is actually just bullshit. Come on, Esprit. Try and set a good example, would you? David saying, hi, just unlocked Arbitration Steel Path. Don't really know what to go for, what to farm. I was thinking Kuva weapons. I mean, strong weaponry. Whatever you've got built well. Whatever you've got built well. Oh, I lost it. Thingamajig. 1 sec. Screen's messed up. What did I click? There it is. Okay, that was weird. I think I accidentally clicked some kind of menu somewhere and started trying to do all kinds of stuff on me. No. That is glass. I cannot jump through glass, believe it or not. Yeah, between Arbitration and Steel Path, you absolutely want to do Arbitrations first, Steel Path second. Steel Path is a lot harder than Arbitrations. A lot harder. And Steel Path also unlocks rewards which will make Arbitration... Steel Path easier. Arbitrations first, get those rewards, then go do Steel Path. That is the process. At the end of the day, Warframe is a gear-based game. Not skill-based. Skill helps, but skill isn't actually necessary in this game. It is gear. If you do not have the gear, you will not succeed. Now sure, yeah, some people have used the Mark 1 Bratton to do Steel Path. I'll tell you how they did it, with a hell of a lot of other gear to support it. You can't just waltz into the Steel Path with a Mark 1 Bratton that you used on level 20 enemies. That's not going to do it. So, the trick then, to succeeding, is quite literally get your gear up. Arbitrations unlock some really strong gear. God damn it. Gaming Go saying, Baruuk Warframe trying to do the first mission of the sortie. Apparently haven't unlocked it whilst it's clearly unlocked. Log out and log in. See what happens then. Log out and in. You might also have your map set to Steel Path. You might not have unlocked that node on Steel Path, and that might be bugging it out. I'll be honest, that's grasping at straws, but weirder things have happened. Alright, so we can dip out here as our fellow Baruuk is now fully leveled, so we can just kind of hang in the corner. Rebecca, cheers. Does the daily bonus credit boost work on Index? Not sure on that. I would say no, but I might be wrong on that. I mean, it could do. I'll be honest, I've never actually tried. What about Endo? How do you get lots of Endo? You go onto Google, you type in the Kengineer Endo, and then you watch the guide right there, my dude. Got you covered already. Oh, the credit boost does work for the Endo? Oh, for the Index. There we go then. Credit boost works for the Index. Fair enough. Did not know that the daily login bonus did work on it, but there you are. How do you get Hexed on fast? Do you farm missions on Jupiter? The IO defense mission could be a decent one there. That one be one to give a well. Take a loot frame like Necros or Cora to enhance your returns. And if you bring more players with you, more enemies will spawn, which means also faster returns.
Ordis has received messages for the
Hey, got another Noggle. There we go. I've got the Teshin one, got the Viso one, and I got the Carl one. Look at that. I got the set of 3 in 3. Love it. Love it. Did I ever make a video on Kuva? Haven't got around to that as yet, no. Haven't got around to that. Alright, now we should be able to go into ESO. Yes, good. Everyone can get there now. Wonderful. I'll pass on that, thanks, Flame Thoughts. I'll pass on that. Alright, so we got Wisp, Sarin, and Double Baruuk. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's just make a mess of this mission. Nice, Chai Tai. Nice.
Your duty in this experiment is to dispatch as many specimens as you wish.
Alright, daggers up. Quick old lulls. Rolling odds get out of that pot because no thank you, and smacking. Yeah. I might put casting speed shards on Baruuk. Or a casting speed mod. I feel like he could do with it, to be honest. Because getting these lulls in just to keep casting for the restraint, I do feel like he could benefit from that. Where are the enemies? Come on. Stop spawning where I'm not looking. This is ESO. You spawn where I am. I'll be honest on this hero. Rainova here is a regular on the channel. Like, you can see the VIP badge on them. They're definitely a regular here. And they've learned if they say something works, then they better damn well mean they know for a fact that it works. That's how we operate here. If you're not sure, yeah, make it clear that you're not sure. Rainova is saying, unquestionably, this is how it works. So I'm going to take his word on it. Rainova knows a lot about this game. Seen Ray do some nut stuff? Yeah. They've got close ties with some of the really switched on people that are running the wiki, including actually making the wiki run, not just adding the details into it. So they're right into Nerd Bucket land. They're right into Nerd Bucket land. A good place to be. No wind waves if you're in the air, apparently. Yeah. Okay. That's a fact. Doesn't seem to make the wind waves if you're airborne. Just if you're grounded. Kind of ironic, really. No wind in the air. And of course, Saren getting most of the kills. Baruuk is no Saren. Baruuk looks really fun. I mean, yeah, wanting a melee spam frame where you have to use 2 different resources to be able to spam it, sure. I'm not a huge fan. But I've just always been more of a gunplay player. That's just moi. I mean, the damage is there, don't get me wrong. You know, this damage kind of speaks for itself. It's just not usually my thing. We're gonna say, I'm trying to remember if it was Rails on that's used the Zata and Kana Garuda mark. Strap complete overkill. Well, as Rose just pointed out, that's gonna be Zon, because Ray on their main account just hasn't got to that stage of the game as yet. They've done the research, but not done that. I do wonder when you are going to, Ray, I'll be honest, but anyway. I've got to say, hey, quite new to the game, 140 hours is new. I mean, it's new enough, yeah. You played a lot, you know, but it's new enough. Struggling to get the Tenet Archoplasma. Done the Core Tempestari mission, went to Special Zone, got 25 kills. I can't get the sisters to spawn. Do you know what could cause it? Various things can cause that. Various things. Are you doing the highest level of the 3 versions? Because you can go into... Because you can go into the Grand and Void using 3 different coins. You want to use the highest level one. You are doing that. Okay, cool. Next, are you doing it at the start of the mission, before you've done the mission objective even halfway? Because if you try doing it when the mission is already over halfway done, there is a not tiny chance that the system just won't have the opportunity to spawn. The game just won't do it. So I'll do capture missions but I will look for a golden hand first, and then, once I've done the golden hand, done the whole process sister, only then will I actually go ahead and do the capture. You might actually just be doing the mission too fast. Or survival? Survival is longer than you need. Capture's quick. You just make sure you do it beforehand. Sometimes you'll get a golden hand to spawn literally at spawn, and that's fine for you. It can spawn after capturing the target, but it can also not spawn, whereas if you do it before the capture target process entirely, you're almost always going to get the sisters to spawn. What does the grab bag contain? Chocolate. If you do exclamation mark drops, you'll get the full details. Dom apparently really unhappy with something. No idea what. We might find out. We might not. Fair do, Ray. Fair do. So it took me back through the portal after I went in. How would you go back through the portal? How is that a thing? This game, I swear to God, sometimes. It's just... There is a lot of spaghetti. There is a lot of spaghetti. Like things being an inconsistent spawn with no explanation as to what you did wrong. You know, that's that definitely feels a bit on the spaghetti side. Sonara saying, oh, I've done it in survival a lot, always got the sisters spawn almost right after I do the void. I can understand not wanting to do survival for the time sink. Yeah, exactly, that's the point. If people are farming up sisters of Parvos, once you've done that a couple times, you know, that kind of starts to drag on you a bit. Certainly if you're looking for specific weapons, it starts to drag. You kind of want to get on with the game. Get on with what you're trying to do. That's a very real part of the grind game, is people want to grind quickly. Always a thing in MMOs. Always a thing. Guys, I've been running with no daggers out, which is probably why my restraints all of a sudden was sucking. Now, if you get lucky with a good lull, you can really take huge chunks off your restraint, but it doesn't seem to work well enough for my liking. I'll be quite honest with you. When did they add a timer on Wisp 4? I don't remember there being a timer on Wisp 4. Oh! Deformed Chaos, you spammed it. We're in ESO. Samara shut it down for you. That's what you did wrong. Samara's just told you, Hunter, your reliance on that ability is skewing my data. Use another ability. That's what happened to you, dude. That's what happened there. Fun fact, Lavos can actually get rid of that. So not only can you get Simaris angry with Lavos and his reliance on his fourth ability by chaining it with his first and third to get the cooldown down, but then Lavos can also cleanse the cooldown that Samaris applies. Because Lavos uses the exact same system. Which, in that regard, it almost would have made sense for Lavos to have come from Samaris. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, sure, we get him from the Entrati because of when he was released with Orphix Venom, but given that he uses the same cooldown system as Samaris, that probably could have been a Samaris frame. But that's not the way the world works, so it's not. Come on. I really do not like restraint managing. I want to like Baruuk, but I just can't. Restraint managing, it just ruins it for me. If there was an augment that removed the requirement for restraint, but also removed the damage reduction from it, I'd take it instantly. Easy pickup. Even if it was incompatible with Reactive Storm, I think I'd still take it. I wouldn't care about that. I would drop Reactive Storm to not have to deal with Restraint constantly. Why does Baruuk have a Grendel deep voice? Because Baruuk doesn't have a high-pitched voice. It's just his voice. What subsume ability will I use with Baruuk? I imagine they probably work well with Eclipse, Roar, that kind of stuff. Although, I mean, if you notice him kind of slapping as is, maybe he doesn't need one. Zom can't cast abilities. Okay, GG on this. We won't continue to the next zone if you can't cast abilities. That just sucks. Yay, bug frame! And Baruuk should start missions with some restraint eroded. I mean, that would be nice. That would. I would honestly just pick up an Ornament and not have to deal with it whatsoever. I get that it's a part of his kit. It's a part of his kit I don't enjoy. I can't get past it. Yeah, Pillage is another pickup for Baruuk you can do, absolutely. Gain shields, remove defenses. It works. J-Dog, it's ticket, not ticker. You want a T on the end, my dude. How does this look? Oh yeah, Zom, I can see exactly what bug you got there. Yep, you got the lockout bug. Yeah, that looks horrible.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
We got 2 B10 relics. What is the lift B10? Is it gonna... Come on. Come on, load. Load. Thank you. Ah, yes, there we are. Excellent. It is Baruuk Prime Blueprint relics. Nice. Nice. How about chat? We roll around. Let's see. How many Baruuk relics have I got at the moment? How many of those have accumulated into my inventory? Only 4 of them, and 2 of them were just now. Okay, well that's less than ideal, but we got a couple of those. And then there's the Aephuris. I've got 10 of those relics at the moment. And then there's the Cobra and Crane. I've got 11 of those relics. I'm really missing out on some relics here. I've got loads of Axes and Lifts, but the Mesos and Neos. Is that all of them? I've got a couple Neos for the Aephuris, and then for Baruuk, just straight up missing the Mesos and Neos. I feel like I should be farming up some of those. Any tips to fix lockout bug in non-open world? Get out the mission ASAP. Yeah, that's how. Also, Mr. Freeze, I see you requested a switch over to some in-game music. So, let me just pause the out-of-game music. We no longer need that anymore, apparently. And let's bring in the in-game. This is also where we discovered that I have turned off the... what's it? Soma Chord, Manda Chord, Giga Chord, whatever it's called in here. So let's turn this on. Let's see. What do we want to use? What do we want to use? Somewhere along here. That one will do. There's your in-game music. This was a fair amount of searching around the Orb Valus to unlock that, but you know, worth it. Why not? So let's go into... Let's be a bit risky. Let's go into a Steel Path Void Fisher. See how this Baruuk handles at that tier. Let's see how it handles there. So, Zom, Deformed, if you're sticking around, I'm assuming you're okay for whatever we pick here. In fact, we could even go for the defense mission. Void, because then we can get even more good stuff in the process. And if we step along the line, there we are. Eliu wants to join in. Absolutely. There's another message somewhere. I don't know where it is. I think it was that one there. Yeah, it was. Wonderful. So yeah, 1 Axie Fisher. Let's see. Baruuk Relic. This one is... Oh my word. Baruuk Prime Neuroptics is not messing around, is it? Let's try our best on that one. Let's take that all the way up to Radiant and hope for the best. Good stress test for this Switch nuke? Yeah. It's going to be a test of us all, isn't it? We should be able to handle. And if we don't, we'll die. Either way, chat wins. You'll get to watch me get ripped to shreds or ripped to shreds. One of the two. Anyone here remember who Kira is in Warframe? Kira is the 5th of the Holdfast who did not get to survive, yeah. We see the build running. It was up on screen earlier. You can use the Warframe Arsenal overlay by tapping on your screen. On PC and mobile, it should be available. The mobile sometimes messes around. And the Warframe Arsenal overlay shows what arsenal I'm currently using. Hey Josh, asking in random Twitch chats for people to help you do a specific farm is not the way to do it. Try recruitment chat in-game or speak to your clan. Make some friends. They might be better at helping you. Wow, okay, no, that was not enough restraint for what I wanted to do, apparently. Let me try this again. There we go, that's a bit more. That guy tanks a bit. Heavy attack. I mean, it did some work. Again, just trying to manage my restraints here. Well, Josh, like I said, this is not the place to try. Appreciate you getting a bit desperate, but this is not the place to look for people trying to do a Revenant farm with you. Saying, what if you had War Crown Baruuk? Seems like a fun combo. Yeah, you could get more attack speed. I don't know if you really need it, but you could. Oh. The main issue for me, as I say, is just keeping up this damn restraint. Like, that is my number 1, 2, 3, and 4 problem. It is that big of a problem, it constitutes 4 problems in one. Just keeping the restraint going is annoying. Once it's going, it's going. But it's getting that. That's the problem. So, in case you wonder why you don't see much Baruuk gameplay in my general videos, this would be why. He is not my kind of resource management. Passing some range helps with lol. I suppose, yeah, I haven't done any range mod on that, have I? I should do that. That would probably help. Can I stare directly at the camera for a second? Chocodika, that's a very, really weird request you got there. Like, normally most people would just kind of wait for that to happen, but you got a specific request. Also, my green screen is messed up slightly. I'll fix that after this mission. After this couple of relics. Hello, Steve. The person who likes Steve. Just noticed that I got the strength buff on Baruuk here. I kind of have a couple daggers now. Anyone want to share in these 35 daggers? Doesn't efficiency make you lose more restraint? I don't know. Does it say that on the wiki? Baruuk isn't a new frame, so that information will definitely be known. What's the wiki say? I'll be honest, again, I'm not sure. I do not play Baruuk enough to know. Oh, Deform doesn't have total clips on? Oh dear. whatever build they were going for has been removed from the game. You experiencing pixelation for me at the moment? That's unfortunate. Sounds like your internet's sucking. Is this Baruuk? This is Baruuk, yes. And restrain. God damn it. Ryotsu, I am aware that is how the ability works, yes. See, there is a fine line between helpful advice and then sounding like you are literally the tooltip in the game. That one is a tooltip one. So Baruuk's 2 works better in a group, yes. Up next, Lavos 4 works better when there are multiple statuses on the enemies. Not the most crazy revelations right there. I haven't seen Az Invasion's video, no. I don't watch other creators' videos. At least not in the Warframe community. Partly because I just don't feel a need to, and partly because I don't want to accidentally plagiarize anything from them. Which is a very easy thing to do if you, you know, end up watching stuff that is in your own area. Hey, we finally got the Acolyte to spawn. Where is he? Seriously, where is he? There he is. Every time I look this way, it just hit the icon. I was all the way over here. There we go, he's dead. Do I play Genshin? I do not. Yeah, this build definitely needs range and natural talent on it. Natural talent, just get that casting so much faster. Because it feels like it takes half an age with how often I need to cast it. Are we approaching 10 years since Warframe launched? We are, yeah. Warframe launched in 2013, although I didn't start playing it until many, many years later. Do I like Baruuk Prime? Baruuk Prime is just Baruuk, but with Prime details and a little bit extra shields, just to make shield gating harder on him, because why not? And this is not what we wanted to receive, god damn it. So if you like Baruuk, you'll like Baruuk Prime. If you don't like Baruuk, you won't like Baruuk Prime. It's not a brand new Warframe, it's a Prime frame. Did I enjoy Hollow Knight? It's not really my game, I'll be honest. Hollow Knight's just not really my game. What I think of the Dark Sector weapon skins from Nightwave? They're funny. I don't know I'll really be using them all that much. I don't focus on weapon skins, I'll be quite honest. I've never been much of a skins person. I'm more of a, hey, can I just play the game person? But yeah. You'll find right, so I'm using it when there are enemies close by on the radar. It's just I misunderstand exactly where they are on the radar. With me trying to manage resources and get the damage in and read chat and everything at the same time, yes, I will be casting abilities suboptimally. That is what happens when someone plays a frame they don't main while streaming. I appreciate the concern, but you still need to think, does the advice you're offering, does it actually pertain to something that the streamer has missed? Or does it sound like you are backseating? If it is something that you'd expect someone who's played for 2,000 hours would know, like the second ability works when there are more enemies nearby, you probably don't need to go into it. That's what I'm saying, like. That's the difference. It's like the people who watch Apex streams and are like, oh, you should get the shield swap. It's like, pretty sure the Apex Predator knows about shield swaps. They know how to play the game, it's fine. It's cool. Yeah, they may miss a thing. They might have missed that there was a shield swap they could theoretically have picked up. I think they got a handle on it. Because you only then have to imagine 400 other people saying the same thing, and then you go, ah, right. Now it's a problem. Ah, another drop blade. That was definitely with no enemies around. I just dabbed it. Got it. Guns work too. Guns work too. What is shield swap? It's from Apex, like I said, Apex streamers. I was using the example from a different game for a pertinent example. Drops ain't working for you, there's no progress. Have you already got 5 of them, Dracor? Because this is a 5-drop campaign. So if you've already got 5 from other streams, for example, over the weekend, then you'll be at your max. If that's not the case, refresh your stream.
Open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Because sometimes Twitch just breaks. It's Twitch at the end of the day. It's made by Amazon, of course it breaks. Well, not even made by Amazon, it's run by Amazon. They bought it. Why are you invulnerable? What? Okay. That was a thing. Throw shade at Amazon? I'll throw shade at Amazon every day, yeah. The company is... Oh, I'm at risk of getting political here, but suffice to say, I'm not any friends with Amazon, no. Amazon run Twitch. That's just how it is. If there was a better option for streaming, I would probably be there. But I have no love lost for Amazon, no. If I can avoid buying through Amazon, I will. That's my thought on Amazon. I will absolutely throw shade at them every day. Facebook Gaming is the better option. Oh, I didn't realise we had Mark Zuckerberg in the chat here, the only person to actually think it's a viable option for an English-speaking streamer. In other countries, yes, surprisingly. Facebook is more popular in other countries, but in the Anglosphere, Facebook and streaming, yeah, no. There are some people who make it work, I'm not going to be one of them. I am not going to be one of them. Waypoint. Bruh, please. Accolade, bruh, please. There we go. He's gone. YouTube streaming? YouTube streaming lacks a lot of the features Twitch has. Its moderation tools are worse. Its, what's it? Bot features you can get hold of are generally worse at the moment. YouTube's gifted subs, as it were, or gifted memberships they call it over there. For some reason, they have a minimum of 5, and you have to claim them as a user. You don't just receive them. I don't know why that's the thing, it just is, which is kind of weird to me. I haven't seen a way to use the emotes that you get on channels in other parts of YouTube, just on the channel you get it from, which is kind of weird. There are a few issues with it. Even the go live process is strangely more complex than it needs to be. I don't know what's going on with that. Also, I don't know how I just landed a magnetic proc against a heavy gunner. Why would I need magnetic against them, game? So yeah, YouTube streaming, it's trying to get there, but it's not there, as far as I'm concerned. It's trying, but it ain't. Twitch just has more going for it. The moderation options are better. The chat interface is honestly just nicer to look at overall. I feel I have more control over the setup I have on my screen with Twitch in terms of as a broadcaster. The integrations for things like the Warframe milestone overlay and the channel points are just better. No two roads about it, it's just better. Twitch does have the better service over YouTube Gaming. It still at times is crappy. The Twitch app is terrible a lot of the time on mobile, but it's just better. Ultimately, I want to bring a good streaming experience to everyone here. As good an experience as I can bring. The less I have to apologize for, oh, sorry that doesn't work, it's coded badly kind of thing, the less I have to apologize for, the better. And likewise, the more I can do, the easier it is for me to bring you what I'm trying to do, the better. And as Plainover says, yeah, absolutely. If you like the fact that I put in all that effort, consider supporting it. If you are enjoying the stream, if you are enjoying the YouTube channel, if you are enjoying any of the little bits and pieces I put out, and when I say bits and pieces, that is what, like, well over 100 videos at this point, 3 streams a week, almost every single week, on a schedule. If you're enjoying that, consider hitting that subscribe button, or if you don't want to support Amazon, just as much as I understand that. Although Zegrakai coming out with the Prime subscription right there. Zegrakai, thank you very, very much for subscribing to your Prime. Love it. I mean, Ray, it wasn't going there until you did it, and then I was like, yeah, why not? But yeah, if you don't want to support Amazon while supporting me, then Patreon is a thing as well, because that's completely separate from them. Here we are done on this mission here, and Cure Illness, thank you very much for subscribing at tier 1. Cheers, my dude. Oh. Appreciate it. I don't appreciate not getting the Baruuk piece, but there we are. That's life. That is just life, isn't it? We're done on these ones, because that's the axes I had. Important ones.
It is done.
Doomman saying, prefer your tutorial videos and your streams because the effort shows in the quality of it as a whole. Your description's info are pretty spot on. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's exactly what I aim for, you know? That's exactly what I aim for. Game Go saying your channel is like a database for Warframe, wouldn't see why people wouldn't sub. I mean, I don't want to call you out individually, but having just said that, Gaming Ghost, just to bring attention to that, your channel is like a database for Warframe, love it. I wouldn't see why people wouldn't sub. He says without a sub. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't have to, but if you're gonna say that, mean it. Alright, another Noggle. I mean, I've already got a Clem Noggle here, so... Where are we going to put these ones? You think they're mean on YouTube? If they're mean on... It doesn't land the same, does it, Chocolika? It doesn't land the same. But I know what you mean, yeah. That's what he means. Okay. Fair enough. But we are on Twitch, so yeah. One would specify. When did I get all of these Noggles? Holy hell. Why do I have all of these Noggles? What? I just wanted to put down a couple new war Noggles. Jeez, I actually didn't realize I had this many. That's that is a couple. That one there. And then Noggle, where is Vico? Oh, that was a bit of lag. Don't know why that lagged. There we go. Wonderful. Master Chief saying, hey Ken, on this streaming train, do you have any tips for new streamers? I don't personally stream, but your advice will go to some of my streaming friends. It would be much appreciated. Yeah. First things first, you need to decide one of two things. Are you streaming as a hobby, or streaming to develop a brand, a channel as it were? If you're streaming as a hobby, then do whatever you damn well please. Go ahead and stream. Don't become an affiliate if you're doing it as a hobby. because that locks you down to streaming to Twitch or elsewhere, not both. So just stream as a hobby, put it out to whichever platforms you want to. You can use restreaming services that broadcast it to multiple platforms simultaneously. Easy peasy. If, however, someone's looking to establish a brand as a stream, if you're wanting to be bigger than just streaming to a couple mates and just chilling, having fun playing games, find the reason people should care. That is what I find that basically every small streamer who is grinding away for 30 hours a week trying to get noticed forgets to do, and that is to give people a reason to care about them. Because pretty much every single person here, almost every single person, I bet it's not going to be all of you, but almost every single one of you watching the stream right now is here because you found out about the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway, and you found out about that because you followed my channel on YouTube, and you found out about that because of the guides that I put out. And that's why it continues to cascade, because I put out stuff that you care about. If instead I was just some random nobody, the vast majority of you wouldn't be here, even with a giveaway being promoted. That's the big takeaway. If you want to be streaming, like more than just to a couple people, to your mates here or there, give people a reason to watch. And that usually starts on not the stream. You also have to be kind of lucky. Kind of. Kind of yes, kind of no. It's a yes and a no. Because luck is part of it. Absolutely, luck is part of it. But the bigger part is finding where there is a spot for you. Do you think it is lucky that I know how to do the statistics and other bits of mathematics that goes into my videos? Do you think that it is luck-based that I compose them in the way I do, cutting out the chaff? Do you think it is luck-based that I focus my energy onto a popular game rather than, say, something most of you have never heard of? And maybe if I were to pick up doing, I don't know, Dofus. The difference isn't luck. Luck is a component, but it's giving something that people actually care about. Actually, it came to mind because it is a game that almost everyone here is not going to have heard of. I'm not knocking Dofus, but you have to acknowledge for yourself, ISGO, Dofus is small. Dofus is small. Unless you're in France, for some reason. Well, not for some reason, it's a French game, isn't it?
Oh, the Kengineer! Oh my god! Wait, are they here? Kengineer.
Master Chief, thank you for playing that one. I always love that audio clip. Absolutely love it. Why did I spin around to the back of Baruuk? What made me make a YouTube channel about Warframe? That's a good question. When it came to making videos, I started off, whilst I was still working over at a call center, I chose Warframe because I was playing Warframe and there was a lot of complicated stuff to talk about. So I decided, hey, I'm learning plenty about this game, and there are plenty of people like in my clan at the time who didn't know about this stuff, so hey, why not make some videos on it? And as I made those videos, I learned more about the game, I learned more about making the videos, I learned more about what people actually cared about, and I continued to develop and improve on that. It just started off as a process of, this is a popular game and it's complicated. Let's make it less complicated. Let's solve a practical problem. The tagline isn't just a tagline. Will I have a video about Baruuk? I'm not planning to do a Baruuk Prime build guide anytime soon, no. By and large, the vast majority of people who are looking for that are going to already have their guide done. Individual frame guides typically don't do too well. People ask for them and then actually don't care for them. They'll skip along to the bit which has the picture of the mod screen and then they'll click off. I'm like, yeah, no, you can just go to Overframe for that. It's why I did so much for Varuna. I didn't just try and find a couple builds that work and call it a day. I wanted to find out exactly what was going on with Varuna, all the details that people hadn't figured out yet, the synergies, the quirks, and then there's a proper video. And as you saw, it went a bit further than I originally intended. Baruuk is a known quantity. Baruuk has been out for years. Baruuk now has a Prime. He's been out literally that long. All that's left to talk about him, frankly, is where do you put these mods, and that actually hasn't changed. If anything, the big change is because he's got extra shields, shield gating is harder. That's the conversation on Prime versus the standard one. Shield gating is harder. So, no, I don't have a plan to do a Baruuk Prime video anytime soon. Because, quite frankly, not enough people care. Not enough people care. So I won't. I've already looked at the figures on that one. And I know that the vast majority of you watching right now are going to go, oh, but I care. And yes, you do. You absolutely do. The vast majority of you watching right now would want to see that video, I know. And there are 400-ish of you watching right now. There are about 400 people watching. For comparison, YouTube, I'm talking in tens of thousands of views. So it's kind of harder to compare between those of you who care to come to a Twitch stream versus how YouTube goes. It's a very different beast. Very different beast. Which is, to come full circle, why a lot of streamers don't make videos and just do streaming and then they realise they don't get anywhere. That's the way it goes. Josh Martin asking us to do a Vault Prime nuke build. I mean, Josh, I already have a Vault nuke build up on my channel. Yeah, it's that first one, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, this will do the job. This will absolutely do a job. Because this will slap down the damage across a very high range, and it's got the duration to make sure it keeps slapping it down. The efficiency is hurt, but that's why I have Energize. And preparation to get started with it. So I hope you at least enjoy Varuna to make a video mildly less painful. Yeah, with Varuna, big difference between her and Baruuk in terms of melee is that Varuna still allows me to use my melees, and the resource upkeep is not there. The resource upkeep does itself, so I get to actually just play the frame. Whereas Baruuk has a double dose of resource management, which is not as fun. Do I see any benefits in Primes compared to the standard version? Oh yeah, there are benefits. The biggest one straight off the bat is it comes with some enhanced stats. You see here, Vault versus Vault Prime. Vault Prime has double the energy and a little bit more armor, but mainly double the energy. That's a big deal. Primes usually come, well, I think always come with some more innate polarities. So I've used 2 formers here. We got 5 polarities across the board. So Primes have easier time modding them versus the standard ones. And then Primes, they generally have better fashion. Just innate better fashion. And they get the bonus energy from the Death Orbs over in the Orokin tile set. So yeah, Primes do get a decent number of benefits. It's just not so much on the build itself, such as the ease of making the build happen. That's what happens. Who's saying find the resource management are Baruuk fun? I mean, fair enough. For everyone, it's there's something for everyone, you know? Just because it's not my thing doesn't mean it's not anyone's thing. That's a big thing you have to bear in mind. There is something for everyone, and therefore there is someone for everything. Spider-Fan saying, what's the difference between an Archon variant of the mod and the Prime variant? The difference is what it says on the mod, Spider-Fan. Because there are a couple of those, and it is literally what it says on the mod. I don't know what bit you need me to explain on that one, to be quite honest. Let's take this build into ESO. That's where we take this build. Let's just run this one very quickly for you, because you did drop the points to pick the frame. So just go on, Josh. Let's show you how this one feels. As we go in, I'm going to quickly swap this to Zeneric, just for the occasional free cast, which is nice. Josh is saying, a lot of primes are also just easier to get than the non-prime variants. There is that, yeah. I mean, not a lot of primes, but some of them, yeah. Because when you take into account the amount of time you spend farming for the primes, for the majority of frames, I'd actually say the basic version is easier.
Do not relent.
Some of them can be tedious in that you're farming one location, like the Equinox farm. You're farming just that one location constantly, yeah. But when you actually fully look into it, like the process of farming up a prime frame, you got to get the 4 different relics, and then you've got to open them up and hopefully get the right thing from them. I have slightly annoyed Samaris there, but it's fine. A lot goes into farming a prime frame. A lot does. Every prime is easy to get if you have a credit card. Actually, no. No, X-Project, no. Because you can buy every single standard frame with Platinum, but you cannot always get every single prime frame with just Platinum. Because if it's not available to purchase from VE, then you have to get it from players, and therefore you need to get the resources to build it. Whereas standard frames can always be bought with Plat. So no, actually. It's easier to get the standards with Plat than it is the primes. The more you know. Alright, Nazuki, you take care. Catch you around. You got played? You played yourself. You absolutely played yourself, dude. Hate to mildly lose. Yeah. The conversations around pay to play, pay to win really do get muddled up sometimes. Because people forget that historically it was pay to access. We used to have demos for games, and then if you liked the demo, you would pay to get the rest of the game. And those demos usually had next to nothing in them. They would have like a single level. But now with more and more free-to-play games, or games with free updates, people see then prices added to things. They go, "Oh, that's pay to win." It's like pay to make it more convenient, pay to get past some of the issues. It's not too far removed from just, you know, pay to access. And that's not to say it's not without issue though, because there are some companies who take that mentality and then break it. Because you get some companies who will, how do you put it, always look for the extra dollar. So if you've spent something crazy like 19,000 on a game, those particularly malicious companies will be like, yeah, but how do we get you to spend another 1,000? Make it 20. How about 21,000? 22,000? And so they will always try and find ways to frustrate you. But the better companies will give you pay to have a better experience to a limit. And then it's just, hey, cool, you've got your stuff, you're done, you're good. You got the shiny shinies. We're not going to keep charging you out the wazoo for it, you're fine. You got to tell your difference between those. Pay to win is instead when it is a game that markets itself as competitive, but those who pay get an advantage which the free player reasonably cannot get. So like for example in EVE Online, some people try and claim, oh, you can buy the ships, you can buy money in game effectively, which means it's pay to win, because those ships are what you use. But outside of 1v1 scenarios, and even in 1v1 scenarios, the free player can gain, or near enough free player, depending on how you look at it, the not paying for everything player can still achieve basically all the same. They just have to go out and get the stuff. Whereas pay to win is, doesn't matter what you do, the paying person has an advantage you just can't get. That's pay to win. Very big difference. Would I say Warframe is a good example of that? Good example of, well, a good monetization system? Overall, yeah. Overall, I would say it is. Its loot tables at times can be a bit problematic. Overall, I would say, yeah, Warframe has a good monetization system. I don't think I would have supported them this long as a creator if they didn't, you know, let's be honest. Most mobile games are pay to win. I mean, it depends on just what games and publishers you're looking at, because most mobile games are asset flip trash, but that's because asset flip trash outnumbers good games. It doesn't mean you need to look at them. If we were to look at the sum of things on Earth, where we were counting sand grains and people, we would say that Earth is mostly sand. But the things that are happening on this planet are usually down to a little bit more than what sand decides to do. My point there is that sweeping statements of most of this needs qualifying. What exactly are you looking at there? But yeah, the mobile scene is problematic, by and large. Warframe's one of the nicest free-to-play games you ever played, is on? Yeah. It is a genuinely fun experience. In fact, the amount that you can get entirely for free is kind of bonkers, actually. No required payment for the vast majority of anything, owing to its trading system, enabling that. Someone's paying it for you, basically. But the economy has been structured well enough that that's achievable. Because you get plenty of games which have a so-called economy and then it doesn't work. No. Hey, yeah, if you want to play for free, you can just trade your stuff to other people. And it's like, cool, so I want to get this one upgrade. Yeah, that'll be 25 hours of your life. 25? For one upgrade? Yeah, that's our economy. Warframe's not like that. Warframe is absolutely not like that, and that's a good thing. How are we doing? Okay. Eliu has definitely got a few more kills. What is Eliu using? Baruuk Prime, that'll be why. Sarin kind of slap. There's no mistaking it. Sarin do kind of slap. So amazed by how functional Warframe's economy is. In part, it's helped by the fact that DE haven't tried to make the economy smoother. We'll do another round. Just to get the relic. We'll just do one more. A huge part of Warframe's economy is that they don't make it brainless to interact with. I know for a lot of people they don't like that. They don't like the fact that they have to go out of the way to find people to trade with, and then they have to go to the dojos and either use a trading interface or stick your hand up and high-five each other to trade. Yes, that's a thing. And then finally you have your bits and pieces. I know some people don't like that. But that is actually what enables Warframe's economy to work. If it weren't for that process, on top of the limited trades per day, if it weren't for that process, then Warframe's economy would be broken. Because supply and demand absolutely are not matched without that. Crazy. But it works. Warframe economy better than IRL economy? Wow. There is the added benefits in games like Warframe where you don't pay to exist. You know, you don't have an orbiter tax that you pay monthly to the Tenno Alliance. You don't have to pay for the energy and ammo to just exist in the game. That kind of helps it being a simpler economy. Yeah, no one's going consumables. You don't have to pay for the electricity to run your orbiter. Whatever weird futuristic fuel they might be using. How did that heat proc hit me? It's literally... It's down there. Is this going to kill me? Oh, that hurt. I heard of it. There are times when you pay for self-revives? Yeah, it's a good thing they're gone. That's way in the past. That was removed before I started playing. That passed. I'm going to put the GGs on that. Oops, I overspammed it. Blix wanting to see a bit of Trinity with a baiting link CC. A baiting link CC? Crowd control a baiting link. A baiting link doesn't crowd control. It saps armor.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast.
Alright, we are out of here. You got your 5th drop? Nice.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Do I know any cheap gun/weapons to one-shot demolishers? Been trying to farm gals for a while. Does so. If you have access to any decent shotguns, they can help you out, because demolishers don't like shotguns very much. Make sure you're matching your damage type, getting the right damage output on the weapons, depending on which one you're using. Kuva Heck, for example, can do you well there. Felox can do you well. Actually, normal Heck might be able to do you some good work, but Kuva Heck's going to be a lot better. Yeah, shotguns can do a lot of work there. Even the 10 Arca Plasmor can do well. Tap. Zom, thank you for giving 400 people the shivers, suddenly. I don't think anyone expected that. Alright, so, Blix, you wanted Trinity Abating Link CC. Did you expand on that? Nope. Nope, no further explanation on that one. Okay, wonderful. What happened? You looked away for a sec? Well, you would have heard it if your audio's on. At least you should have heard it. Yeah, everything's active. Alright, Trinity Abating Link. You heard a whisper? That was it. Yes, that was the entirety of it. Do I have an Abating Link build just kind of sat around? It looks like I don't. Yeah, okay. I could probably break this build for one. Did update was today. Update notn't. Yeah. Quick question, does heat status effects not reduce armor and steel path, or is it a visual bug? I don't see why it wouldn't reduce armor and steel path. If you are experiencing an issue where heat isn't appearing to reduce armor, make sure you are reporting that on the bug report forums. As it should do. Is that going to be enough for a full armor strip? 92% is not full. I want full. There's got to be a different build that can accommodate this kind of stuff. What is? Ooh, wow, what is this one? I think that's going to be an energy vampire build. Let's ignore that. Oh, this is Mark for Death build? No. This one, no range, spellbind. What? Oh dear, I don't have an Abating Link one. Let's do that. Let's see. Depolarity, Shepherd, because keeping my companion alive is made easier that way. We want the Abating Link. And with Abating Link, I need to have an amount of strength. I think I need like 60-ish. Right, if I go that, that's going to get us to, yeah, 93. And August Secrets would get us the rest of the way well over it. That's fine. With that then, Prime Continuity. just to help that duration a bit. The range, radius of 20 meters. I could do a bit more, to be honest with you, just to make it more comfortable to use. The energy only 225, so I'm going to put on Prime Flow. Just make it, again, easier and more comfortable to use. Rolling Guard for just general defenses can help out on that, just emergency moments. And let's see. That other depolarity is going to throw us a bit there. Let's see, what we got in the DZ that we can use here? What I could do, actually, rather than Prime Continuity, I could go for Narrow-Minded. I know that drops the range that we got here. But maybe that can work out for us. So I could drop that for Intensify to take off the Augur Secret, so that's still got what we need. And then I can go for Augur Reach. And that makes up the range. There we go. That makes it up. Vitality? I suppose I should put that in somewhere, shouldn't I? Yeah, we'll do Vitality instead. Don't need Archon Vitality, just normal Vitality will be fine. Let's have... We expect to take hits with this build, so give crits. And... Now that is the trick pick, isn't it? That is the trick pick. I could go for more melees. Why not? Exilus slot? Yeah, I know. Not all, but Exilus. I could throw Prime Sure-Footed just to hell of it. Does ESO give standing for Samaris? It does not, no. What do we do on this one? I could go for just a little bit more range. It's not really huge difference, but I could. Bullet speed, sprint speed, bullet jump and sprint speed. I don't really need any of that stuff, so I can just throw it with that. What's the ticket thing about? Cricket J, you want to be doing exclamation mark raffle, or just read slightly below your own message there? Someone else just did raffle for you. And you got the details as to why people are typing a ticket in. That'll be your information you're looking for right there. Alright, with our Trinity, that gives us the total armor reduction we're looking for. If we go for armor reduction, something that can chain off of that would be quite sweet. But yeah. Have I got a video on standing for Samaris? Specifically, no. But instead, I have gone over a couple frames in certain videos on working towards that, but not specifically that topic, no. Alright. Let's take this into a mission. You know what? Completely different. Let's just... Actually, wait, no, they didn't have armor. Because it's Corpus. God damn it. Fine, we'll go somewhere else. Damn Corpus. Let's just do a survival for a bit. Just mess around with that. What's the fast way of standing because you need Simulacrum? Have you got Ivara, Josh? The moon is exactly what it says. There's one pack being given away. Not a second raffle for other parts. It's one single Baruuk Prime access giveaway, Moon. As it says. Alright, so let's get cracking in on this one, shall we? Do a little bit of surviving. With a total armor strip ability. The Trinity looks nice, thank you.
Life support has been cut off.
Any plans on making a video about beam weapons and how status affect them? This isn't quite obvious. Funnily enough, yes, that is something I intend to address at some point. It is actually on the cards. Okay. I'm a boss in the mission. Sorry, I didn't make it clear when putting together an abating link build that I was going to be using a baiting link, which is impossible to do when there is a Korra just destroying everything. I'm going to go solo. I clearly didn't make that clear, so you have fun with that. My bad. Should have said, hi, please don't bring a frame which can solo the mission in a group of 4. Even if the group of 4 try to do the mission. We'll just skip straight past that. It's okay, Zom. It's just, you know, not exactly the smartest pickup right there. Smart if you just want to complete the mission, not smart to meet the choice of what was happening. So we'll go solo. I didn't actually make a point of it at the start, so that's on me. Did I put this? Is this steel power? This is steel power. Huh. This did not feel steel power. You can see those ones that get linked to, they just get 0 armor, and well, no, we just kind of tear through them a bit. They explode. Why am I doing a fake accent? Why am I doing a fake accent? Now that's a good question right there. Why am I doing a fake accent? Let me see. It's not fake, you idiot. I am going to call you an idiot for that one. Wow. I don't even know where to begin with that. Like, do you think there's only one true accent in the world? It's just your local accents? Alright, you know what? Nope, you're banned. You're actually trying to trigger me, so fuck off. You're not welcome on the stream. That's how this works. Trolls are not welcome, and if you thought you were being funny, you're still not welcome. Go away. Don't come back, quite frankly. Also, I hope you didn't receive... In fact, no, I could see you didn't receive a ticket. Those were your first 2 messages, so that's a good thing, because you are not eligible to win the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway now, because one of the requirements is to not be banned. Good job on that one. Bye-bye. He's probably new. No, that's not new. Someone who comes in and says, hey, why are you faking your accent? It comes across childish. That's not new, that's a troll. That's someone who needs to go touch some grass. That's what. Yeah. No time or sympathy for people like that. Trolls are never welcome. If at any point you think a troll might be welcome, refer back to that first statement. Trolls are never welcome. This also is clear to anyone who thinks I won't hit the ban button. I don't care. If someone who has been a subscriber here, for example, for, well, the longest subscriber on the channel they could be, decided to just be a dick and violate Rule 1, I will ban them. I don't care. I'm not here to stream for dicks. I'm here to stream for a community. Oh, the Amprex does this without the ribbon. You don't need a ribbon to do this with the Amprex. The Amprex is just a good weapon. Combined with, you know, Trinity stripping the armor, and as soon as an enemy dies, the armor strip jumps to the next enemy, which helps us continue.
It's been a while.
Yo, Mr. Francarce, it has been a while, but welcome back all the same. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Welcome on in, and in case you've missed it, make sure you do grab yourself a ticket as well. Thank you very much for the 8-month resub, my dude. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate that, my dude. Oh, should be zapping the ones which are armor stripped. Which is now none of them, because the ability ran out. Good. You can see the difference between when I shoot the ones which are getting stripped versus the ones that aren't. The difference in the kill speed right there. So yeah, a basic Nick Trinity. It kind of do get the job done. You have to be mindful as to which enemies are armor stripped to get the most out of it, which is exactly why I chose the Amprex, for it to just chain onto enemies, so I don't have to worry about which ones are armor stripped. Warframe is a game designed to be cheesed, and I am cheesing it. Yo, Frozen Incursion, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel, Prof, my dude. Enjoy your lovely new Baruuk badge, your modes to go with it, your access to Supporter Tea Lounge on the Discord, and of course everyone's favourite bit, no more ads. I need this to chain onto the Acolyte, please. Or it can run out, that works too. There we go, it's chained onto the Acolyte. Reload, 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 reload. And he's dead. Not the fastest I've ever killed an Acolyte, but that works.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
And you can see live support has been successfully maintained. 518 kills in 5 minutes. I mean, I'd say that's pretty good going. For a Trinity, that's pretty good going. Anyway, we're going to dip out of this one. Demonstration over. Prefer the Amprex over the Ignis Wraith? Well, yeah, that's because it's better. You know the Ignis Wraith? The damage at the end of its attack doesn't actually benefit from multi-shot. Fun fact, by the way. The Ignis Wraith on the direct target benefits from multi-shot, but the if you're not perfectly accurate with the aim, the AoE on it does not benefit from multi-shot. Same is true for the Gaze primary kit gun. Same is true for the Galaxian Vandal. No benefit. It just doesn't, which is honestly mind-boggling. May I ask when the stream will end? Like an hour or more? Definitely not an hour or more. The stream ends around about 10 PM UK time, and it's currently 9:45 UK time. Multi-shot makes direct damage better on the Ignis Wraith, and it also increases your effective status chance, but the AoE around it just doesn't have the effect. It's actually really easy to demonstrate. I'm going to do that. Why not? Why not? Quizzage, alright. We'll see you next stream, I guess, because you won't be back for this one. So, Quizzage, get 2035'd. I'm going to hope that you actually intended to click that button, but as I've gone over on my Discord, that button is very explicit about what it does now. But yeah.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary
Miss Fragarcha, thank you very much for the bit. What does it do? So 2035. Get 2035'd in homage to the fact that being 2035'd in Warframe means you are banned until the year 2035. Here, get 2035 means you get timed out for 2035 seconds. If you click the button, it expressly pops up with the explanation. And you have to confirm it. You have to confirm it to have that happen. It is crystal clear. So it's a meme thing, and multiple people have clicked it unintentionally, and I don't understand how, so I've made it even clearer. Made it even clearer. So yeah, let me grab the Ignis Wraith. Let me grab this for those of you who do not know about that. Let's start this off with a nothing build. Yeah? Is there anything I don't have yet in Warframe? Oh yeah, plenty. Plenty. Let's grab an anti-mower. Let's make it maximum level so it doesn't just keel over and die. And whilst we're at it, let me just switch this over to blast damage just so it's not going to accidentally kill the thing with heat. What is this Simulacrum Room? This is an alternative one you can get during Halloween. Or Spooktober, whatever they call it in this game. Halloween. Yo! Horse racing is fun. Thank you very much for subscribing with Prime once again. Up onto that 4 months, you're editing. Thank you, dude. Oh. Cheers. So, This is only modded to be blast damage, and even then only just. So otherwise this is as good as an unmodded Ignis Ray. You can see the damage here. I'm getting 98 damage on the crits. Now if I aim to the side, if I miss it, it still hits. And we're getting the crits of 98 damage. Pretty easy to understand, right? If I hit anywhere near enough, because if I get too far away from it, it misses. But there, we're hitting. And when it crits for 98. Really easy to understand that. 98 is our crit. And I'm focused on the crits just because it's easier to spot that number. It comes up bigger on the screen. So now let's put in a little bit of multi-shot. And when I say a little bit of multi-shot, I'm actually going to put in a lot of multi-shot. Actually, oh. I have an Ignis with heat plus multi-shot. Huh. How long has this been in my inventory? Okay. Well, I'm not going to rank it up right now because that requires leaving here, but whatever. So, we saw what we were getting. Now, if I go over here, I've added on multi-shot, so you'd expect the damage to either appear twice or, because it's a beam weapon, to appear higher. And sure enough, the crit damage now, you'll see I'm hitting 208. The damage has gone a lot higher. It was previously, what was it, like 98? Now it's 208. But if I aim at the floor... Oh. Only 104. We're getting the heat boost from my Riven, but we're not getting the multi-shot boost. We're getting the heat boost, but not the multi-shot. For Drakul there, who got confused, I'm going to take off the Riven and do that again for you. So you can see, when it fully spools up, 98 is the crit, but when I direct target it, the crit is 197. 98 on the floor, 197 direct target. But that's not how it was before. Before, it was the same damage. The only thing I've changed is the multi-shot. So, beam weapons which have an AoE at their point of impact, the AoE does not benefit from multi-shot. And this is just really weird. I didn't actually notice this myself. I came across it on the wiki. I was like, yeah, what? Yeah, what? Does multi-shot only go for direct hits? When it comes to these beam weapons, yes. So this affects the Ignis Wraith, this affects the Galaxian Vandal, this affects the Gaze Kit Gun Primary, because it does the same thing, it creates a AoE bubble where it hits, and that bubble is what's dealing damage as well. But for other beam weapons which are direct target ones, like the Amprex, the Gaze Secondary, the Kuvanukor, those ones are fine. You put multi-shot on the Amprex, it will deal more damage. If I just take this here, we'll mod that one for corrosive again, just so I don't just insta-kill the thing. So if I use the Amprex here, we can see that at full pelt, I'm getting crits of 55 damage. Crits of 55. And then if we multi-shot it, maximize crits, 109. As you expect, it's gone up because it is a direct target weapon, and the chains will be boosted as well. But for some reason, the AoE bubble on those continuous beam weapons that have it don't get it. Normal AoEs, they benefit from multi-shot, but beam AoEs don't. And it's weird. Beams in general in Warframe are weird in how they're handled. So I might at some point go over, probably some point soon, I'll go over the details as to how beam weapons are weird and why they're weird, what you need to be aware of. But yeah. What does primary gaze look like? Yeah, let me get that for you. So the beam weapon, this one, that's what it does. And you can see here, it doesn't hit that mower, but then, oh, recharge. But then, there it is hitting. I have to be careful because that nearly killed it. This is just how they've coded beam weapons to work. Because beam weapons, they don't fire multiple shots with multi-shot. Instead, the beam gets enhanced values. It deals more damage. It has a higher status chance. That's what happens with a multi-shot, which is effectively the same, but it's not quite the same. And then it has some weirdness going on for the beam AoE bubbles, which, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't happen, but that's how the game works. So we just kind of accept it. It's a thing. I say we accept it. I don't really accept it, but then I never liked the Ignis Ray, so I do accept it by just not using it. Can you rename weapons? Not only the Zor and Kit Gun? Yes, you can actually, yes. You can rename any primary, secondary, and melee weapon in the game. You just go to the same vendors of Kit Guns and Zors, and their special services include that, which allows you to do really stupid stuff, like doing like and subscribe, which I'm sure very few people actually noticed in the video where that was used and just kind of there in the arsenal, but that is a thing you can do. Yes, I stooped that low, I know. It's a thing you can do. It was worth it. For the 5 or so people that noticed in the video, where I didn't even point it out, it was just in the arsenal there. For the 5 people who noticed it, it was worth it. Yeah. So you could name, for example, all these things Mark 1 Bratton, and then just have some new player really confused why your Mark 1 Bratton is so much better than theirs. You could do that. Right, gotcha. Thank you for the bit. Appreciate it. The subscribe finally explained? Yep. Finally explained, eh? You could do all kinds of silly things with stuff like that. You could, for example, name all of your loadout Nova Prime. So you can have Nova Prime with Nova Prime with Nova Prime with Nova Prime, and of course your companion, Nova Prime. That is a thing you can do. I have actually seen someone with a Nova Prime everything loadout. They were very dedicated. They even decided to not use an aura, so there was no gap between Nova Prime and Nova Prime. It was just Nova Prime. Nova Prime, Nova Prime, Nova Prime, Nova Prime. I don't think I've ever said Nova Prime as many times in a stream ever before now. The commitment to the bit is amazing. You gotta. You gotta. I do see someone redeemed a pick a frame earlier whilst we were in the midst of other stuff. Let's see. It was Mesa with Gloom on her 4th with the shooting gallery ornament. I recommend you use an AoE weapon. I'm not doing that. I'm refunding you the points. That's not happening. I'm not about to completely rebuild a Mesa with Gloom on her 4th. I'm just going to pass on that. Can you rename Umbra? No, you can't rename Warframes. You can name things Umbra, but you can't rename Warframes, no. Just like you can't rename mods. It'd be funny if you could get a peculiar aura mod where you could just name it. Could be funny. Could also just end up being a problem, but hey. It could be funny if the internet wasn't filled with trolls. It could be. How do you enter into the giveaway? Exclamation mark ticket, that's how. And I'm saying reloaded stream, spam has disappeared because of picture-in-picture mode. Oh, right. Yeah, Twitch interface is Twitch interface. It does that. It's a thing. Levels looks nice, thank you. This is one of the few times I actually had a theme idea in mind, and that's because I looked at Lavos, and for a brief moment when I saw his name, I saw Lavas or Lavas, and so I decided to make a Lava Lavos. And that's it. Lava Lavos. Yeah, some words are filtered out in naming things. I can tell you now that the filter is not very effective, but don't be a dick about it because you can get reported for it, and if you are reported for names that shouldn't be allowed but you've skirted the filters, you absolutely do put your account in jeopardy. So if you think you're being funny, if you think it's cool or edgy to bring out some stupid name for your companion or your weapons or whatnot, someone is going to get butthurt, they're going to report you, and you're going to lose your account. Don't do it, it's not worth it. Absolutely just do not do it. No, you can't name your weapon War. Excuse me a moment. Let me just grab this. Here, let's grab my Bala dagger here. I've called it Kera's. Let's grab my Bala dagger, okay? Bala is not related to Ballas, but it is a dagger which contains a similar name. I'm going to go head on down to the Zormaker for a moment. Now, chat, if you know what's going to come next, keep it shush. For those of us who don't know what's coming next, let them experience it. Let them experience it. Do I think Warframe is dying? It's probably going to live longer than you. If you didn't want that kind of a phrase, you probably wouldn't have gone to one of the most viewed streamers on at the moment in the game. That's a dumb question, quite frankly. Why would I be streaming it if it's dying?
I do not like your chances, Bedlick.
Alright.
But you're barely symmetrical.
So, end title is how you can rename a melee weapon. And I've got it was the Kera's. So this is a Bala dagger. You see there, the strike is Bala. So I'm going to name it Bala. Is it going to let me do it these days? Oh, shit, they changed that. Well, now it's renamed to Bala. Never mind, chat. They fixed that. It used to be that you couldn't name it to that because it had ball in the name. But they fixed that one. Huh. The more you know. Rip 15 plat? Yeah, whatever shall I do? Anyway. Worth it. I learned something new. That is a great spend it right there. I just spent 15 plat to learn something I didn't know. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. It's not a genuine question. You know it's not a genuine question. If you say something along that line again, you'll get banned like the last person. Don't even try IDC. 15 plats your whole wallet? Well, if you enter into the giveaway, there's a good chance you might. Oh, I say good chance. There's a chance. There's a chance that you might get more. But speaking of, we are actually at that point of the stream where we will be doing said giveaway. So, exclamation mark ticket if you want a chance to win it, because today is the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway. And to remind you what that is, well, let me just grab the page up on here. 1 second. Let me grab on the store here. If we go to the Prime Access, you can see this is the Serene Storm bundle. So this is 3,990 platinum. Already, you should be excited over that. This is Baruuk Prime, Aviurus Prime, and Cobra and Crane Prime with reactors installed, with the slots, so you don't need to worry about buying those extras. They are just part of it. With the glyphs, you get the Baruuk Prime Light and Dark glyph. And with the Prime accessories, which is the Asila Prime Saindana, the Varitum Prime Ephemera, the Baruuk Prime Mandala, and of course you get a couple boosters on top, help you level these up and get more things in the process. This is not a tiny thing. It looks like we have now successfully timed out the bot. It's rate limited on its number of messages. So if the bot has not responded to your ticket, please give it a couple moments. I will not close the giveaway until the bot is definitely back up and responding to tickets. So don't you worry on that. If you already have a ticket, if the bot has responded to you, please do not ask for another ticket because the bot can only say so many lines at once. Let's give it a moment. It's currently recharging. It needs to go print off some more responses. So we'll be back in a second. There it is. There it is. The bot's printed off some more responses. Can you only get one ticket? Yes. Doesn't matter whether you're a follower, subscriber, it doesn't matter if this is your first time here on the stream, or if you've been here 20,000 times somehow. One ticket per person. Completely, openly fair in that way. No extra bonuses. That is the full suite. You don't need to go relic farming. You don't need to be scrabbling around for plat to forwards Warframe slots or Orokin reactors. You'll just have it. I mean, he looks pretty cool, doesn't he? Yeah? However you may feel overall, you have to say he does look pretty cool. He is a man who means business. So yeah, looks like we've still got a few people grabbing their tickets, so just making sure everyone grabs your ticket. If you've already grabbed a ticket, if the bot has said to you either you bought a ticket, or if it has said failed to enter too many tickets, you have your ticket. The failed to enter is because you've tried to enter twice. That's fine. It doesn't disqualify you. It's just the bot telling you, nah, mate, you're already in. Don't worry about it. Only PC? I never said only PC. No, it's open to all platforms. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch can all get in on it. Absolutely. Not just PC. Which is better for Railjack, Hildren or Lavos? Lavos, absolutely. Hildren is one of the worst Warframes for Railjack. I would go so far as to say do not use Hildren on Railjack because it doesn't work well. Absolutely do not. Whereas Lavos loves Railjack. Railjack loves Lavos. It's a match made in heaven. And then broken by a void storm, but it works. Yeah, Harrow is a good pilot. Protea, Garuda, they're very good in Railjack as well. What Lavos has is not just the ability to, well, pop out the abilities, pretty much how he pleases, but also Lavos has the ability to just tank going into the ground missions too. Yeah, all of the battle avionics have a 10-second cooldown with Lavos, no energy cost whatsoever. And 10-second cooldown is nothing. When you consider the battle avionics, I think they're base 50, 100, and 150 energy. That's 300 energy to cast all three of them for most Warframes. So he's effectively got 300 energy every 10 seconds. Just as a matter of course, on top of everything else he's doing. That's a nice freebie right there. And for whoever asked for the forming build, there you go. I noticed that just kind of scroll by in the end there. Still a couple of people grabbing their tickets. I'll give you just a moment on that. For those last of you who still are trying to find where your keyboard is on the phone. Give you just a moment on that. That's someone who's got it. Someone's already got it. I think that is pretty much about it on people who need their tickets. If you could please on, that'd be amazing. Alright. That looks like everyone who wanted a ticket has grabbed a ticket. If you haven't grabbed a ticket now, Gearloop just clinching in there. I'm closing it now. We are over the time I said it would run to, so that is it. Everyone who is due to get a ticket has got a ticket. If anyone tries to grab a ticket now, tough. Tough. We are outside of the time window. If you missed it, you missed it. So, time for us to see. Out of the 435 people who are in it with a chance to win it, which is still kind of crazy to me. That means 100 people watching right this second, at minimum, didn't want to enter. Fair enough. I understand it. Not for you. I get it. Good luck to everyone involved. Oh, I love that wholesomeness right there. All of those GLs. Absolutely wholesome. But the winner today of the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway, the full suite of it is, ironically, someone called Random Numbers. An RNG system has just decided to pull up that RNG themselves has won. Random_numbers. Congratulations. It's in the name. The random number is random number. I love it. Absolutely love it. Random Numbers, congratulations. You are the winner of the Prime Access giveaway. I will be contacting you here on Twitch in the next couple of minutes, unless you send me a message first with your Warframe username and platform, which would make it easier. Congratulations, Random Numbers. But chat, now this is where it gets extra interesting. This is where it gets extra interesting because there is something I didn't tell you. There is something else I didn't tell you. You see, whilst we got the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway, what we usually do on a Warframe stream, every single Warframe stream I do, is we usually do a Platinum giveaway at the end of it as well. And with that, obviously we've been running the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway, the winner of which is Random Numbers this time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell that giveaway to kindly step out the way for a moment. And at the risk of destroying the chatbot, this is maybe very risky. At the risk of destroying the chatbot, I'm going to very quickly open up a plat giveaway because I've actually got no other time to do it. We need to do it now. So I'm going to reopen very last one. The bot is probably about to self-destruct. Yep, there it is. The bot died. It took it like a second to die. So we're going to give it the time on that one. I can see tickets are rolling through. It's at 100, 115, 117, 118, 119. So the bot's not responding, but it is grabbing a lot of the tickets. But we're going to be absolutely certain on that. The bot has died. The bot is listening. It's just run out of paper. It's definitely listening. I'm seeing names rolling through. Some of them subscribers as well. I'm seeing Scravy, Cure Illness, Akalavia, Loki Wet, Demagoth. I'm seeing MG Joker, Silver Zeno. I'm missing a load of names. Insaneness as these are rolling through. So, yeah. Spam the bot for a bit. And when the bot starts responding and it responds to you, then you don't need to spam it. We're gonna go until I'm sure the bot is happy with the names it is trying to look for. If I keep seeing names rolling in, I'm gonna keep running it. Let me put this on the other screen, in fact, so you guys can see what I can see here. There we are. You can see it's counting them in. It's just struggling a bit. 170 of you have already got tickets in. There's 171 mannequin. You just got your ticket in. It's doing its best. It's really trying. There we are. We got a few more. It's catching up. It's noticing some new names. 178. 179. There are still people trying to grab themselves a ticket for the plat giveaway here. Who ruined 169? Oh, we're well past that. We're well past that. The bot is well past that. Infra 420 to D, you got yours in. It is really struggling this bot at the moment. So, it's just a way. It's just a thing. Hydromaniac. Amitolite. Oh, dip, that dropped off. Redeemer. Not flared up. Pandalf. Random numbers. Random numbers. How dare you? Random numbers. How dare you? You just won the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway. How dare you enter in to the 75 plat giveaway after just winning the Baruuk Prime Access? How bloody cheeky do you get? The audacity. I agree, IceGeo. Random numbers. Have you no shame? Yeah, you just won thousands of platinum and the rest, and you join in for another 75 to take away from these good people here. Honestly. Better say I do the same. Well, at least you're honest, my dude. At least you're honest. More plat can't hurt. Random wins again? No. If this name comes up, I'm re-rolling, because random numbers, you've already won today. That's just literally not fair on everyone else. If your name somehow comes up again, and I highly doubt it, but if it does, I'm re-rolling. That's not fair. You're already getting the Baruuk Prime Access. Is there a way to get platinum without buying it in the game? Yes, you can either win giveaways or trade items to people for platinum. If someone else buys platinum, they can trade it to you. Giveaway plat isn't tradable, though. Random says he didn't get the message yet, so that's his excuse for entering. I mean, yeah, I messaged you directly, as yeah, I said a few minutes after the stream. We already called out you're a winner. I didn't even see the message. First Templar saying, you can get my ticket random numbers if I get the Baruuk Prime Access. I mean, I don't think he's going to take you up on that one. I don't think he's going to take you up on that. I say he, she, whoever, I don't know. But, I like the attempt there. I like the attempt. I think we do have everyone. Yeah, the number's not gone up in a while. It's sat at 194. Either the bot has just committed... Oh, no, it's 196. Never mind, we haven't got everyone. For a moment, I thought we might have been clear, but apparently not. No. It didn't take yours? I mean, I don't have the full list of names. It doesn't give... Is there a public page of the full list of names? No, it does not. That is... Oh my god, it's going up and up and up. It's at 200 now. If you think you have... If you've already typed exclamation mark ticket, I'm going to ask you now to stop. If you've already typed exclamation mark ticket for the platinum giveaway, because the Baruuk one's done. If you've already done it for the platinum giveaway, I'm going to ask you not to type it again now, because there's a very good chance the bot has covered you. We have over 200 people in. There's a good chance you're already done. I say that. Yeah. When did the bot last send a message? I think the bot has completely given up. The bot has completely given up. That is mad. Oh dear. How do you know if your username is there? That's a neat part. You don't. You have to be lucky enough for the bot to have noticed you, and then to win. Goats, no, you can't do that. Only enter for yourself, Goats. If you're trying to pass it off to someone else, I will re-roll it. Dominion said, but Storm M4 bot gave up. Excellent. Hey, the bot's speaking again! The bot is speaking again. Excellent. All right, too many tickets. Too many tickets, too many tickets. So you three are all in. Too many tickets, you're in. Too many tickets, too many tickets, too many tickets. All right, the bot is responding. Too many tickets to everyone it's responding to. I'm calling it. Enough people are in. I'm closing the giveaway. Because everyone the bot responded to already had it. I'm closing it. That's it. You can stop typing ticket now. You can stop. The bot has retired. If anything, the bot will just turn around and be like, what giveaway? Shut up, you nerd. It's done. So, random numbers already claimed themselves the Baruuk Prime Access giveaway. Congratulations to random numbers. You absolute lucky, lucky bastard. As I'm sure many people are thinking right now. But for the extra 75 plat for someone else to at least get themselves the slots for Baruuk Prime and the weapon slots to go into, maybe even a couple Orokin reactors. That person is AC is cold. I mean, you should be turning it up to warm if you're in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment. You should definitely be turning that up to warm. But AC is cold, congratulations. You'll be taking the 75 platinum. I see you here in the chat. AC is cold. Can you send me a whisper here on the Twitch channel? Send me a whisper with your Warframe username and platform. I'll get that sorted out for you. Absolutely. There we have it though, chat. There we have it. Those are our giveaways of the day. But please, don't go anywhere just yet. Zom, have you successfully concluded your scouting? Because, chat, as much as this stream is wrapping up now, we've had ourselves some Baruuk shenanigans. We've had ourselves some Trinity shenanigans and Vault shenanigans. We messed around in Sanctuary Onslaught, Steel Path and otherwise. And banned someone who decided to be an absolute dick. That is an idea, Zom. They were even in the channel earlier, weren't they? They were in the channel earlier. That's perfect. Alright then, Zom. Thank you very much on that. So we're going to raid on over now to another part of the Warframe community, because that is all that we've got time for. But I will be live again on Wednesday, so you can enjoy even more Warframe with me then. But we're going to be raiding on over to someone who's apparently new to the creator program, to Moxie. We've never been on this raid before. So, let's show them everything that is good about this community. Let's show them why we're all awesome people. Show them every bit of love you got. If you've got access to it, send out those animated emotes. We love the spinny cars. They're beautiful. Until then, thank you to everyone who's joined in. Especially thank you to those of you who have subscribed to the channel, supporting me in everything that I'm doing and bringing to you guys here. Blix with one more hydrate to wrap it up. Ooh. You're awesome. All of you are awesome, and I will see you in the next one on Wednesday. Or otherwise, just keep your eye out for those YouTube videos you've all been enjoying. I'll catch you later on. Bye-bye.